everybody! How are we doing? I'm all over the place, sorry guys. I've got the full screen set up, I've got the watch along going. I'm going to need to get the chat programmed into the phone here so I can join in with you guys as we do the watch along. Now, we have a different setup today. I'm trying to experiment with all the stuff we've got in the studio so we can use all the things to the best of our ability to bring the best content we possibly can. And this Sorare game week, guys, check this. How badly did I need a haircut, man, honestly. This Sorare game week, guys, it's 0-0 at half-time. Dundee United at home to Rangers. Unique Mulgrew, super rare Tony Watt, captain this week, both on the bench at the moment. The game is tightly poised, and wouldn't you know, the ex-Celts to come off the bench and snatch the points for United here. So we've got the second half of that on. I'm watching the very tail end here of Vallecano and Betis. It's 2-1 to Betis, and the Vallecano keeper's just run for a corner. Betis went to counter-attack, they lost the ball. Almost something quite calamitous there. And I'm having some issues with BT Sport. I've got like a business account and a personal account, and between the both of them, I'm getting my passwords upside down and everything. So we've not got Napoli, Sampdoria set up yet, but we'll be getting to that once I've fixed my bonnet. And I've sorted you guys out in the live chat as well with fist bumps and all that good stuff. If you are watching us live today, of course, let me know how you're getting on in this game week. Where I'm not here to watch Rayo and Betis, as you've seen from the thumbnail and the title and everything. We're after Sevilla at home to Getafe. We'll get Carles Alena, David Sorare, and Enes Unal all in the starting lineup. Sorare is my captain for my Celtic squad, so if that's got any hope of breaking into the top 10, we need a Sorare clean sheet. If we can get some AA as well, fantastic. Maybe we can get into close to the top 5 or something. Who knows? And with the Enes Unal and Alena, if I can get a 70-ish average between the two of them, then I'm chasing down a unique and specialist super rare, guys. It's all happening. Obviously, in Challenger, it's a bit of a long shot. We'll see what happens with Tony and Charlie when they come on, if they come on. And with Napoli, Sampdoria, I've absolutely got nothing on that game, but it's a great opportunity to watch. I can see the team now. What's his name again? Osman is in the team. Cravadonna is in the team. Zambo and Guisa. So there's some really interesting players here, some really good talents that I've been meaning to watch throughout this season. And I've not had a great opportunity to watch lots of them. So I just thought today, perfect screen-free game for us to get on with. I'm kind of toying with seat positions and all that stuff, guys. So check me if I'm falling down, if I'm slouching in my seat, let me know, because I do need to get all this set up. I've tried to move because the guys at the Celts Are Here podcast, we've got a great audience over there, but they don't like the colour of my walls, right, is Egyptian porcelain, but they just keep saying it's blue, right? So for doing the Celtic stuff, I definitely can, get tons of space in here. I can definitely do something else. So next week experiment for the watch along, getting the 3 screens on. Obviously, as well as the season goes on, the year goes on, I beg your pardon, I would love to get guests in-house. We've had Harry here, we've had the Sorare Odyssey guys here, but as the year goes on, before games, after games, watching games, whatever, I'd love to get more in-person guests on and that kind of stuff. And having this kind of set up and having some games on where we're doing it, it feels like it could be good fun. So I'm up for cracking it, basically. So bear with me through any and all hiccups, glitches, and experimentation that we go through, guys. But we're 5 minutes into the second half here, and it's been nothing's really happened. Rayo and Betis is just finished, so I'm just going to go and make sure that we change channel. And no, actually, I think we can leave it. It will kick us off at some point. La Liga TV is a bit of a pain in the bum for that. And we are, there we go. Oh, so I'm just going to mute myself. Magic. So there's a bunch of you here in the live chat, guys. I'm actually just going to get the little stand for my phone so I can see you much better. Love it. Right, let's see. I'd love to do full screen on the live chat. That'd be good. Sugar. I've put myself back to the beginning. Right, okay, let me see. So we have in the live chat today, we have Saeed. Good. First in to see him, my man. Biggest Sorare. Hey, Quinny, your biggest supporter here. No, I can definitely say that, Syed. You've been very gracious in your praise across social media, mate. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. It means the world to me. It sincerely does. Hudson, you are number 2, I think, in here as well. Fist bump, good to see you. Numero 10, good to see you. Fist bump. Ian Sorare, Edward Krasowski, the man. Shaka Boom, Dylan Rutter, Scott Marshall, Pablo Brors, a bunch of legends here today. Ugo, good to see you. Jay Coyle, Charlie Dunbar, Batman Abs, Anna SH, Jay Coyle, Hoodwink. Hoodwink is here, and he is after the he's after the party crashing. So Hoodwink, thanks for joining us, my man. Let's go put Salva Sevilla in the wrong team so I don't get a reward. I don't know what that means, Rico, man. So there, Viking, fist bump, and a wee bit of that. Good to see you. Have You have to get smart IPTV. Yeah, I do. I need to get IPTV everywhere. It's been long on my to-do list, and I very that's a bit of a mohawk, isn't it? Forza Sampdoria, Ugo Gallo, really? Okay, cool. Ian Sorare, big fan of Yilmaz. Yeah, I've heard so many people praise Yilmaz, and I know Techers and Co were a big fan of his Macedonian utility. And again, sorry guys, I'm all over the place with the microphone, so again, at any point if I'm talking somewhere and it's not coming through amazing, let me know. But yeah, that should be fine. Sergio Canales is getting interviewed today. Maybe he's man of the match in this match, but distance covered, just under 9 kilometers. Good to see from him. Olympic manager, fist bump, good to see you. ZM Star, fist bump, good to see you. So yeah, it's kind of all happening. I don't really have, actually, I've got the Napoli game here. I need to sort that telly out, but I'm probably, yeah. See, I'm on, see, because of the way I'm having to do this, like I'm kind of stationed here from like the laptop with the, basically this is like the cupboard setup, I feel like, from those that have been here for ages. But yeah, this is the main game I'm looking at for any points from, really. But as we sit there now, there we go, Rangers and Dundee United should be loading. I don't know what these wee squares are. I don't know what the script is with them. I hope they go away. There we go. I think they were part of the glitchy where we're getting. McMahon on a 56, Berigiti on a 51. Very impressive scores. Levitt only on a 40 so far. And Behic, John Nellis is unique, is on a 41, I beg your pardon, which in a 0-0, 53 minutes, that's not too bad. Oh, scratch that. 1-0 Rangers. Looks at Fashion Sakala is away celebrating with the fans here. And yeah, 54 minutes, 1-0 to Rangers. Just as we come on, just as we come on, typical. That means get the subs on. We need Tony. Tony's a man on form. Why is Fletcher back into the team? It is a crime. It is a travesty. So yeah, let's get the subs on. Let's get Tony on. And we want Mulgrew on as well for some free kick action. Imagine Mulgrew comes on and scores a free kick. Come on, guys. Let's get the subs rolling. 1-0 down now. Come on, you're at home. Straight away, let's get the subs on. Straight away, we've just turned on. Let's get the subs on. Napoli miss a penalty. Oh, Jesus, we are missing some action in Napoli. Let me try and figure that out on the fly while I'm going here. It was a bit tricky-wicky with me. There we go. This is a pain in the bum, by the way. So let me know what you guys are up to this game week. I've got a few, like I was saying in the intro there, I've got a few kind of loose ends going into this game that could do very well. Like, Sorare, the goalkeeper, could prop up my Celtic team that I've been robbed of 2 decisives out of. If you've seen the OG, absolute crime. Guys, if you're watching this and you're a Celtic fan especially, you should be on Twitter, cross social media, tagging Opta and say, this is a crime. Our man Kyogo has been robbed a goal off of his records for this year, you know? So let it be known. I've put some tweets and stuff out there, so feel free to jump on the bandwagon and likes and retweets on them, or start your own. Rangers kind of catching Dundee United in a bit of possession here. El Buffalo, by the way, first touch like a trampoline. And I think that was Big Edwards there. Just managed to sweep that up with no problem at all. Yeah, 55 minutes. It's hard to get a tempo of the game. I didn't really watch the first half. I was too busy playing with cameras and getting everything all set up. Come on. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the Getafe game because Sevilla are like really low in the league. Rangers packing the box again, off 2-0. Tillman scores from about 17 yards out. That was like kind of, was that even a dead ball? Was that a corner or something? The box was packed, and then yeah, it just kind of comes to Tillman edge of the box and he just strikes it pretty sweetly, you know, and nobody can do anything about it. It's too close range, too well hit. 2-0 Rangers, quick succession, man. As soon as we've turned on, jumping jimmies, by the way, jumping jimmies. Hoodwink, you'll be calling me. Oh no, that's not that. No, see, it's all these stupid. Oh. So let me see. Oh no, it's actually open play. Comes down the right from Kent. He's got one man chasing him, but doesn't get in amongst it. Another man comes in to try and block it, and then the cross comes in. A shot comes off from somebody. Can't really tell who. And then Morelos, I think it is. It's Sakala. Sakala and Morelos both kind of go for the first ball. Morelos misses the ball altogether. Some Tavernier, not Kent even. And then Kent, doesn't get a touch on it. Dundee United try to clear it with a defender, and then the clearance just comes straight to Tillman, edge of the box, unmarked, time and space on the ball, and he just puts it in the opposite frame of the goal from where the goalkeeper is. Cam, finish. He's doing one of these stupid celebrations with the, hand over the face and all that. He thinks he's Dybala, right? Well, anyone who does the hand over the face thing, they want to be Dybala, you know what I mean? Because that is just the coolest. If you're going to do a hand-face thing, there's nothing better than the Roman soldier. And Rangers scores are starting to pop off now, man. Jesus, Ryan Jack on a 79 all of a sudden. That's a huge score from him with that assist. Sakala with his goals only on a 65, right enough, but nothing else really jumping out. The Dundee United scores haven't really changed too much as a result of conceding 2 in quick succession. So that's some sort of food for thought, I think, there. Can I watch this in? No, I'm in that stupid business account again. Log out. Oh yeah. This is a pain in the bum. So yeah, Sevilla, Joan Jordan's coming back into a game. They've obviously lost Lopetegui to Wolves as well. And Getafe under Quique Sanchez Flores, like ever since I've been watching them, man, it's been an ascendancy. Really like the team that's out today. I think it's really strong. Getafe will probably be written off by any neutral looking at this. You just see Sevilla at home against, in European terms, in recent years, an unknown to the armchair fan, as it were. But, with Carles Alena, former La Masia, next Messi, next Maradona type guy in attacking midfield, in good form with Enes Unal, former, 16-year-old CFG target, that City bought him at 16 for like millions. He's been loaned out everywhere. He's only like 25 or something, but he's already had like a 10-year career or something. And it really feels that he's peaking now. So, Sevilla, Getafe might not be high scoring. I hope it's not for Soria's sake, but I do hope that Alena and Unal can combine successfully. And I think, Sevilla are not to be feared, and I'm actually quite optimistic for Getafe in that game. And like I say, is that Tony on? Have we had a sub in the Dundee United game? No, according to Sorare data. Maybe that's just somebody that's got some kind of running style or something I've caught a glimpse of there. But Sevilla line up with Bono in goals, Acuna, Fernando, Nianzou, and Navas is the back four. Rakitic, Gudelj, and Joan Jordan is the midfield three. And then a front three of Oliver Torres, Enesiri, and Eric Lamela. Now, Oliver Torres, by the way, is one of these guys that I think could play in a really good team. He could play for Celtic. He's a high energy midfielder, really gives you everything. And he's playing in that right wing position for Sevilla, and I expect to see him do a job like you see Valverde do for Real Madrid. That's the sort of profile you're looking at there. Getafe have Soria, the legend at back in goals. A back five. Iglesias comes in at left back. Duarte, Alderte, Jenny, and Damian. Midfield three of Alena, Mia, and Algobia. And then up front, by the way, Borja Mayoral and Enes Unal. What a combination of forwards they've been over the last season and a half or so since Borja came in from Roma, I want to say. So, really excited for watching that, just from my team and everything. I expect good points. Might not be goals galore or anything like that. I don't even know what body account I'm signed in as now. Global business. This is actually doing... BT is an absolute nightmare, by the way. The app doesn't let you do anything, so you have to go on the website. And as you guys know, websites on phones aren't always... particularly when you're trying to do, spin a few plates here, But let me know what you guys have got going on this game week. What is flying? What is happening? What is letting you down? Hoodwink is in the chat and he is buzzing. Game over for Dundee United. Eddie, that'll get you a DNP keeper at best. Inside scoop on what to Salford? There is no like inside scoop, but I've still got my card, right? I've got two. I've got a limited and a super rare, so no inside scoop as it were. But Tony's buzzing for the game today. He was disappointed not to start. I know that. Doing good, man. Let's get him on the pitch. Let's get him some goals. Man. I like Fletcher. I like Harks. It's a really, Dundee United have got a good squad, and I don't know why they don't just try and lean into it and build upon, the depth they've got, man. Like, you see outside really the top, Hearts, Hibs, Celtic, Rangers. Like, I don't think Aberdeen, Dundee United are up there squad-wise. I know St Johnstone performed really well, and I know some of our teams a lot of teams are higher than them in the table, but they've chopped and changed manager and formation quite a lot since I've been paying attention to them. So, like, I don't know why. Like, it's a well-built team at this point. There's lots of competition for places, I think. Even the boy McGrath, who's on loan, I don't know what his script is, if he's injured or something, but he looked the best player when he was playing. I thought he looked amazing, but he kind of got a game now. I don't know the reason behind it. He's not got a card, or I picked one up just on a flyer, but... and then, guys like Behic, they've brought in from, he used to play in Turkey. He was at the World Cup and stuff. He used to play in Holland. So, Rangers attacking again here. Dundee United look dead and leggy at the back. It's like they're running in quicksand, Rangers don't necessarily look that quick, but Dundee United look very kind of slow. Maybe they're just taking their time. They're not kind of reacting to the ball, going to confront it, but they're giving any team any kind of time and space in the final third is suicide. So I don't know if they are being slow deliberately because that's all they've got, or if it's instructions or whatever. But yeah, they're definitely need a bit of pace into this game, need a bit of fight, a bit of energy, need their man on. But yeah, the Rangers scores, wow, look at them now. The clean sheets ticked in. Barisic on a 75, Davis 62. He does have a card. Goldson 64. Big scores there. And Morelos. Oh, Morelos is only just off the. Oh, he came on at half time. Okay, didn't even start. I think I knew he didn't start, in fact. So he'll be taking some sort of credit, I'm sure, for coming off the bench at half time and changing the game. But yeah, so if the Unal and Alena combination works, sorry, as in a Celtic team, but they two guys are the last two cards I've got in Specialist Super Rare. Now, if I can get into the top 4, that's the number one objective, is get top 4, because 4, 3, and 2 all get tier 1 Super Rares, and that is brilliant. But number 1 gets a tier 2 unique. So that's the places. It's up, podiums 1, 2, 3, of course. But for me in this competition, it's much more of a semi-final situation where, or even like the Flint Michigan Mega Bowl, where 4th place is just as valuable, kind of thing, So yeah, I'm buzzing for that. Awesome and 1-0. Yeah, I need to get this sorted, man. I want to watch this. Sorry, guys. I don't want to. I want to be engaged with you guys, watch these games as we're going on here. We've not got Getafe, Sevilla on yet. That'll be starting in the next 5 minutes. We're just watching all the warm-ups and such. Dundee United are going to the bench. I can't tell who's going to be doing what exactly. Right, my BT. Right, I'm also logged in somehow. Oh, there we go. I'm not logged in. There we go. Right, let's do it now. Let's sort this. I'm on for quite a lot of rewards this week so far. I've not got the. Oh no, I do have the page loaded up. I'm on the laptop, so everything's dead slow. So I'm very reluctant to swap pages and type between stuff because I just don't want any glitches. I've got the main computer over there, so I can see how everything's ticking over and whatnot. But I'm over here on the couch, and I'm at the mercy of this laptop. But yeah, with the guys on now, Marshall, the prick. At least he's going to be L15 under 40 for the last couple of game weeks that this tournament's open, which is good. And obviously the fixtures line up with the Celtic cards, yada, yada. But even with him conceding a second right at the bloody death, we still are within punching distance. We've got the starting points. We need an additional 90 points, so 40-ish between the two of them. Yeah, so we need kind of 75 now because of the Marshall goal he conceded. I think that must have took a wee bit. Obviously, did take like 6 points off us or something. But we're in the mix there for something anyway. But we want to start shooting high. This team's kind of dead and buried with the Marshall and Pedrinho scores already. But hey, if Mulgrew comes off the bench and somehow get Dundee United back into this game with Tony, then their scores would be such that I can look at this team again. But I'm not looking at it until said time. We've got Sorare there. We're sitting in 25th. Now, if he was to get a clean sheet and pick up like 60, 65 points, that would including the multiplier, get us around that kind of 80 mark or so. And if we got an additional 45 odd points, we're definitely looking at breaking into the top 10 with this team. So let's hope Sorare can get a nice bit of AA with maintaining that clean sheet, and then we can get in our top 10 finish for the Celts here. And All-Star Pro, we're hanging on by our fingernails. There's only a couple of prize places left. They stop at 85. I'm currently at 74. Kyogo captain, robbed of a goal. Scales did okay. Actually, scored better in games where Aberdeen have lost. But Snoddy got a goal. Balik Wisha, what a score. Didn't even get decisive. 71 points before multiplier. Incredible result from him. And the kickoff team, we've got Tony on the bench now. And if Tony comes on and gets a goal, then we will be very much be winning a card. So all of you guys on the Road to Glory series will be cheering on Tony as well. Played Jota here, backfired on the DNPs. I knew what I was getting into with that team. I'm not bothered about it. And right to the death as well, Underdog Super Rare. Llorente should be starting in midfield according to my sources, against Barca. And if he does, and if he was to, also there's no multipliers here, he's not a captain or anything, but look at that. 57 points, breaks the top 20. If I could get him with a decisive or something, breaking like 7 to 8 points, it's not unfeasible, even in a losing situation in terms of the match. Maybe I could get top 10 or something. And that could be really fun right at the end of the game week as well. So I feel like I'm doing pretty well. I say like 3 or 4 teams that were solidly competitive, and I've got like 3 or 4 teams still in the prizes and the hunt for it. All-Star Rare is the last team. I've got All Black to run. I'm 34 points off a card here. Eve is captured already, I think, isn't it? Yep. And if All Black had a good game, he doesn't need to get a clean sheet. Maybe he saves, maybe he does okay. But yeah, tier 3 rare, maybe punching a tier 2 with multiplier if we're very lucky. But so yeah, good few bits and pieces on today. And I'm just going to put the Napoli result on here just so we can have a look at that as I sort my stuff out. I think I turned BT off during the World Cup because it was like, yeah, I'm not going to be paying for this while the World Cup's on. Oh, sugar, what's that card again? 2 seconds, guys. We're about to get started for Sevilla versus Getafe. We're still at 2-0 to Rangers, 67 minutes. There has been some subs, but it's not been for Tony and it's not been for Charlie. So I'm not particularly buzzing for Dundee United's tactical acumen, let's say. You know, deadly set piece taker who, you know, even on the receiving end, Mulgrew scored a header the other week, you know. You're 2-0 down at home. Tony's informed striker. You know, 2 things. What was that going to grab again? Oh, that card. Yeah. I thought that was wrong. Boom. Oh, sugar. Bloody phones, eh? See all this autofill stuff? Oh, Jesus. Now, I hate BT. There's a bloody wee survey popped open now. Go away. Go away. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Purple button. Jumping jimmies, by the way. All right, a wee bit of a long ball effort here. Fletcher's running like the wind here, by the way. I don't know why he gave up on that. Why did he give up on that? Did you see that there? Fletcher was like one-on-one with the keeper, and he barely get done. Like, that's pathetic, man. Tony would have got that. Nay bother. Nay bother. What's going on with this, man? Oh, I fucking hate BT, by the way. Come on, BT. Can I just blooming... Oh, there we go. Red button, not the purple button. Why is there 2 buttons? Guys, there we go. All right, hold on, guys. We're almost there. Once BT's up and running, I can get the chat back on and we can sit and chill and we can enjoy the games and see the scores running. And yeah, man, Dundee United have got a press on there. There's a new forward on. I can't see. I've got the Napoli game on screen here for Osman. There's a penalty. No one won the penalty? Oh, no, someone did. Oh, someone got an assist, did you say? Let me know what's happened here. Oh, the goalkeeper saved a pen. Oh, wow. Fair play to him. Let's see the Dundee United game. Who's came on? Jum has came on for Sibbald. BT Sport, 15 minutes. Yep. Right, that should be out working now. BT are doing Manheedon. There we go. There we go. We're cooking with gas, guys. We're cooking with gas. On the Valencia telly. Oh, is that 3 now? Is that a replay? That's a replay. Brilliant. We're cooking. We've got the Italians on one, we've got the Spaniards on one, and we've got the Scots on one. Is there a game to replace the Rangers game with on this TV after it's done? Let me know what other games are on at the moment. I don't think they're... Well, it could be on Sky. No, there's not going to be any English games. It's an FA Cup weekend, isn't it? Oh, we need a charger for the blooming phone as well. Oh, bugger off. CBT, by the way. Going to just blooming put the game on. Jesus. All the Argentinians are getting wee medals, so they're showing the World Cup medals off before the game. Papu Gomez is in his gear. He's in a jacket and stuff. He's maybe moving to MLS, if you listen to the rumours. So, right, come on, play. No, don't play on my phone. Oh, no, it's good. It's not playing on my phone. Estadio Ramon Sanchez, P1. Scarfield's come on now for Rangers, it looks like, according to Sorare data. We're about to get started. Oh! Here we go. Wee bit of Serie A on the go as well. We've got it all, guys. We've got it all. Serie A, La Liga, SPFL. All the big leagues are covered here. 23,001. So there, Steve, thank you very much, my man. Fist bump. Have you just bought the Ortega Tigres keeper card? I picked up... well, I've got it for the giveaway. And I think I have gave it away. I'm waiting on some of the competition winners coming back to me. So So if I've still got it in a team, because obviously once you put it in a team and you get it past deadline, even if you sell it, he's still in your team. Your team isn't voided, you know. So if you've seen him in my lineups, that's why he's there. I think I have given him. I'm going to have to turn the brightness up a wee bit. I'm trying to save my battery now, because I'm just aware that I've not factored in a phone charger into any of my setup here. Look at my first time with a rare. I got into the rewards. TNFA Sorare, that's brilliant. I think I seen that post on Twitter, in fact. Sampdoria will come back like Monza yesterday. Oh, okay. Let's watch this and see what's going on. I see some activity in the Dundee United bench. I see Tony. Tony's getting on. Tony's put his bra on. He's putting that sports bra, the tracker on. Osman's so good. What a platter, Osman. Oh, I'm kind of catching up with some of the chat. Harry DaCosta, good to see you. Shaw, good to see you. Fist bump. Weasel Mount, fist bump. Good to see all you guys. Al Hatim, fist bump. Good to see you, my man. Thanks for joining us. There's a bunchies here. Istanbul Derby on. Oh, cool. How can we get the Istanbul Derby, Ugo? Share the deets. You can watch it on Turkish BN1. Yeah. If you've got a bit of IPTV. Do you know, I did the Sorare in the States podcast with Alec and Jorge, and we were doing basketball, NBA, and I was telling them about IPTV, and they're like, nah, you don't get that here. What do you mean? It's the internet. You get it everywhere. So I reckon if you look at that, man, how wild does it do? Honestly, I'm always astonished. See, since I've broke 30, my hair is like an animal. It's weird. Anyway, Tony's coming on. Tony and McLeod are coming on now. McLeod is a card I wanted last year. He's not a rookie, but he's 16 or maybe 17 now. But Tony on for Fletch. Come on, Tony. He's had a shave this morning. He's buzzing for it. Come on, Tony. And McLeod. So, yeah, we teenagers are getting blooded at a big fixture like this. That'll be interesting to see. He's looked good a couple of times I've seen Dundee United, and he's literally only had half a dozen minutes or something. There's not much to go on here, but Dundee United, if any Scottish people watching this will know and agree that Dundee United have a good academy, and they're always bringing through players in some description, whether they be their own through their own academy, or they maybe get some guys in their late teens or something and get them into the professional side of things, But for giving minutes to a guy, I always see that as quite a credible kind of thing. Like, this guy could be somebody good, You just need to look at the types of Andy Robertson, for example. It's that kind of one they found later on and brought them into the professional game, as well as the other ones that have brought through their own academy, like Johnny Russell or whatever. Aziz Behic is going raging at the ref, saying that he's not giving us anything. They're wrestling him and stuff. Behic is absolutely mental, isn't he? Mad Aussie going bananas. Come on, mate. Loving it. I bought a Terry Rare. Oh, of course, TNFA. Sorry, I think. Was I talking to you about that? How's it going, Danny Cooper? Good to see you, my man. Always streaming, never fails. Taco Slayer he is. I just mentioned you. Is that how you come into the stream? Were you listening in secret? There's your plug. MLS, Sorare in the States. So it was a great podcast. I've not listened to it back yet because I was just thinking, I wonder how embarrassing I was, because it was really late at night. And by the way, Jorge, because we hung about for a good bit afterwards. Mate, wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. I don't know how good this will look on the camera. I came in today. That was the last time I was here, and another almost fire, guys. The whole thing. I must have left a switch on. And look at that. I came in and I could just see that the wee side of the socket was burnt. I was like, oh, what's that? And I went up to it and I just went to pull it out, and man, look at that. Dangeroso, man. So, yeah. Working late doesn't agree with me, it turns out. Sorry, a data notification, just talking about Tony coming into the pitch. Let's get Mulgrew on now, man. Come on. Mulgrew's got it, So I can see actually the delay, so you'll be able to, I know where you're using that with the chat and whatever. IPTV is a tool that has been absolutely essential to follow any of your Sorare players. Yeah, it is way long overdue for me, I definitely agree. But it's... it's not as simple as going to the shop and getting one. You kind of need to find somebody to do it for you and all that gibberish. And the amount of people that I've heard, and it might be a Scottish thing or whatever, that say oh, you need to, or the guy didn't update something, and you're you're watching something and it randomly just drops, which is why I've always never minded paying for it. Because I'm like, imagine I was doing this and some guy didn't update the fucking firewall of the software or however it is they do it to pirate the hell out the internet. And me, all of us are just going to sit here like that with our hands on our hips and go, cool, so what you up to today? And that's all we would have to talk about. If you are watching Sevilla Getafe with me, of course, we're looking at Alena and Unal, but also the left back. I've been trying to get the super rare of it, and if you see this guy, some guy bought him for 80 quid, and I'm so gutted I missed the auction because I'd have paid 80 quid for it, no bother. And he had it listed for 3.7 ETH, right, which is just under $4,000. And I sent him a few offers, like basically try to buy it for like 100 to 120 quid, because that's all it's really worth, really. He's a left back for Getafe, you know, like it just works for me personally. And the guy's adamant he wants, like, he was trying to trade me for stupid stuff at first, like works and whatever, just try to get me on the click. And then, I don't know, I think he is wanting like 10x what he paid for it, I think, at least anyway. And I'm like, mate, you must think I know something, that this guy is going to Salzburg or something, or Celtic, I don't know. But I just watch a lot of Getafe and I'm done fighting it. I'm just leaning into it. I'm all about Getafe these days. I was actually thinking about that driving in here. I'm like, I've watched so much La Liga in my life because, like, Ronaldinho, like, really captured. I shared a Totti video earlier today. Totti and Ronaldinho are two of the players that really took my imagination in terms of, like, what I like to watch football-wise into Europe, if you know what I mean. Like, I started watching more and more when it came on the telly now and again. Italian was a bit harder. I forget what it was, but anyway, that's by the by. But whenever I was playing games and stuff like that, I'm a very underdog. Like, we all love an underdog, right? So, but if I ever wanted to play a La Liga game in Football Manager or Champ Man or something, or I was going to do a career mode thing, and I wanted Atletico Madrid, like some of you guys that are my age will remember when, like, Atletico Madrid get relegated and they had Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank up front and he was the La Liga top goal scorer. You know, mad times, you know. But anyway, and I am a Man City fan because they were rubbish, and, you know, I started supporting them back in the League 2 days and whatever, you know. So I've always been a kind of underdog fan and whatever. And I must say, Jetta, I've never been on my radar before, but Atleti are very much not an underdog anymore. They're kind of an underdog in the grand European scale, you know, Champions League semi-finals, quarterfinals, whatever. But domestically, they're very much the third force in Spain nowadays. And, you know, I like Valencia a lot, as I mentioned. I also used to like Deportivo La Coruña. They had a nice kind of talent pool for a while. And I've always liked Celta Vigo because it's like Celtic in Spanish. I know their kit looks nothing like Celtic, of course. It's kind of sky blue, like Man City. So, but yeah, I've not really getting any Valencia cards. Getafe have kind of grabbed my imagination over the last year. Oh, and it looks like Jenny is coming off, by the way. That's a big blow. He's like the nailed centre-back in the team that if I could have had any defender, I would have bought him. But again, because his scores are a wee bit better at centre-back, he just costs a wee bit more. I like Iglesias because I like him. I think he's a good player. Carles Alena, if you're watching, is number 11. He's closest to you on screen, bottom left. Oh, yeah. 2-0 to Rangers, 80 minutes in. 1-0 to Napoli, 35. I've not really paid much attention to Napoli. My attention now has just been grabbed by the Getafe game. So I'm going to throw the Napoli scores on here because I think the Rangers game's all but winding down. No, we'll keep that on because I want to see if Mulgrew comes on, in fact, as well. Sampdoria. Napoli, man, are they going to win the league this year, guys? Let me know in the live chat what you think about the Scudetto race, what you think about Serie A. I remember Fiago tweeting a month ago or something saying that he's going to say now. And Fiago, man, the only reason I'm mentioning this on a stream is because, you know, not in any mad illusions of grandeur kind of situation, but like the only reason I mention this on a stream is that boy has made some big calls. Like, what was it, Morocco? He's had some big calls over the last 6 months. And he comes out saying he's making a shout. So it's one to watch. Napoli, I've got a history of kind of bottling it towards the end. There is other teams in the league as well. But what do we think about the Scudetto? Will Napoli get it over the line? I think we all want Napoli to do it. They're not even a Leicester at this point. You know, they're now come on, man, just get it over the line. Kind of like Man City in the Champions League, maybe. For me, anyway, that's how I feel about it. It's like, come on, just get it done now. Napoli and the Scudetto, it's pretty much that as well. And I'm trying to think of any other teams that kind of float that boat as well. Nothing spring to mind, Julie, I suppose. But yeah, all these games are actually quite a decent tempo at very different stages of the game. You know, Napoli approaching half-time, Jetta's only 10 minutes in, and Rangers is 10 minutes to the end. You know, so we've got 3 games at 3 totally different stages, but they're actually, you know, in terms of the speed of the ball and the actual gameplay that's going on here, it's actually all quite similar. But it is pissing it down in Genoa, which is where Sampdoria play. And is that what's that guy's name again? He was a bit of a cult hero for a season in the Premier League at Southampton. What's his bloody name again? We can flick on the scores, actually. We'll see him. How's he doing again? Gabbiadini scored a few belters for Southampton. And he's playing tonight. I think he's been at Sampdoria since Southampton. So yeah, I think he's had a lot of injuries and stuff, but good to see he's playing. Cravadonna's not done anything. Zambo's not getting any big score yet. Zambo's the one I really want to watch in this game because he's the profile player that normally really appeals to me. That kind of box-to-box, all-action midfielder. Carles Alena on the ball, holds off Gudelj, plays it into Borja Mayoral, who swings it out left. Oh, come on. See, that's Iglesias. What link-up play, man. What link-up play. No, that's not Iglesias, I don't think. It's not. What a ball back to Borja. He's got 2 free men running into the box. Borja cuts it back for another. Oh. It's going. Come on. Oh, come on, Jetta. Oh, it's bouncing about the box. Sevilla can't quite get a foot on it. Big Nianzou gets a foot on it. Plays a nice camp pass to Jesus Navas. And Jesus Navas, big switch of playing left to right, by the way. And that's brought down by number 17. That might be Oliver Torres, the boy I was giving a wee bit of props to before the game. And Sevilla now on the ball. Jetta just getting back into that 5-3-2 shape and just ready for Sevilla to try and cross the halfway line where they're going to try and fight them, keep them over there. Scudetto is staying in Milan, says Ugo. Now, Ugo is an AC fan, so fair play. Tonali's coming back on form. Leal's obviously the problem. This will tell us a lot about Rafa Leal because he's getting linked to City. He's getting linked to some big clubs, some big situations. Checking a red card situation here for Sampdoria for Rincon. I don't think Sampdoria are going to be doing anything in this game, Ugo. But I'd very much like to see AC doing it. But I think Mike Mignan is a huge loss. Absolutely massive. As we've been talking about the goalkeeper situation in the Telegram group with the members. That's a big part of this season. Is that defensive solidarity. Midfield for Milan is fantastic. Up front, there's definitely enough goals there to get the points required. But I think that then you're putting the onus on Napoli dropping the ball, Ugo, when you say that. Juan Carlos Valeron, that's it, from Deportivo. Used to be Juan Carlos Valeron, Ivan de la Peña, and who else is lacking? You have Nebet. Remember the Moroccan guy, Nebet? Jalminia. And then who was the other guy? Roy Mackay. He was Deportivo, wasn't he? Back in the day, Champions League. Remember Deportivo got to the semi-finals or something? Jalminia. Remember Jalminia? That's Delta, Juliet, Alpha, Mike, Alpha, Hotel Alpha. Something like that anyway. Jalmilia. It was like the Jam at the beginning. Brazilian guy. Oh, by the way, what happened there? Soria's in the net. Corner in from the left-hand side. Front post header. What a save from Soria. You should get decisive for that, by the way. Brilliant front post header. Number 17 is on set pieces, it looks like. Corners and such. Who is number 17 for Sevilla? Rakitic is close by. It's not him. 17 swings it in. Goes to the front post again, but it's cleared away. Comes edge of the box for 20. What a slide tackle from Jetta, by the way. I think that was Alena. Yes, Alena. And we've got a counter-attack here that might be being led by Enes Unal, which it is. He finds number 5. I'm not too sure if top of my head that is. Oh, what a snapping challenge, by the way. By the way, referee, that is something. Come on. That was a bit of a snapper. Was that Carlos Alena? Attack breaks down. Sevilla in possession. And Carlos Alena, by the way, it wasn't really much of a tackle. But he'll definitely get the points for it. Number 17 is Lamela. Lamela's on set pieces today. Coco Lamela. Napoli free kick edge of the box in a dangerous area. Goes towards the front post. Headed high into the sky. Osman brings it down back post and it's really crowded. Sampdoria down to 10 men, a goal down. They're just clinging on here. Cravadonna's in the box. He's going to try and dance. Doesn't really work out for him. And cleared away. 4 minutes left in the Dundee United game. I don't know if we've got any sign of Charlie yet or if Tony's had to sniff a goal yet. But yeah, let's hope. I want to see Napoli strut their stuff in this game. They're a goal up, a man up. They're away from home, right? 3 points is the most important part. But, let's see some action, Napoli. Let's see some of that gung-ho. Put a marker down result, back from the break. The ball on Dundee United Rangers is just bouncing about all over the places whenever I look at it. And that's that save again from Soria, by the way. That's as good as a goal line clearance. Can a goalkeeper get a goal line clearance? How is he only on 34 points? How is he only on 34 points? That was a beastie save. Wish that was a goal line clearance. That'd be brilliant. We had a date for BLP on Sorare yet, guys. Pablo, bro, I think the Premier League, especially with that Football Insider leak we had this week, the Premier League for me has to be this end of Jan chat that we keep getting from Nick. Good high claim, Sorare. Whoop, whoop. Carles Acuna, possession lost. Get it up, you. We'll get to see that again, maybe. I don't know why there's a wee tackle at the beginning of it, but yeah, let's see it. Sorry, I don't know if you'll get a good high claim for that. It's a good claim. Don't know if it was high, but pulled it out the sky, didn't get off his feet. Sorry, I should be racking up AA, man. I'm telling you that. But what was I going to say there? Sorry. So yeah, I think the Premier League stuff has to be this Jan hype that we got end of December there. It's not really happened too much since January has commenced. I'm noticing as I'm speaking to you now. Cravadonna, by the way, a touch and burn there on the counter attack, and he gets chopped out. Professional foul. Sampdoria pick up another yellow card, and that is his name begins with M. Can't really see it from the angle on the back of his shirt. He's giving some jip. He's talking trash to people, you can tell. Number 27, I think. But yeah, Cravadonna in the turn and burn, and just get taken out there before he could go. Rakitic, big switch of play from left to right. Navas is going to bring it down. Yeah, Navas, boom. And then Nianzou on the ball. Moves successfully to Fernando. Fernando kind of plays a sweeper role, and then Gudelj is like is a hardcore defensive mid. So Sevilla, like if they actually really attack teams, the players they've got allow them to actually really boss teams, kind of Man City style. But the problem is, what's going on here? Oliver Torres, man. he's letting somebody get in his ear, man. Who is that? Alderte. I think he's new. I've not seen him before. We Oliver Torres, but he's feisty. He's a wee firecracker. I like him. But if Sevilla get allowed possession, they've got a lot of midfielders on the ball, so they can occupy a lot of good spaces like they are now with Fernando and Gudelj. It is like a midfielder, and like 10 years ago would hold that space, and that defence would be fully behind them. Whereas nowadays, the defence goes into that spot, and there's much more focus and much more pressure on midfielders to actually interact throughout play in the final third. Joanne Jordan's linking everything up, by the way. I was saying, me and Sam and Stish did the End Product podcast this week. Check it out if you have not caught it yet. Sam Ty, the football guy. Make sure you give him a follow on Twitter at STyFootball, Tighe. And I think it was maybe been off camera. We were talking about Joanne Jordan. Oh, no. He had them in his team, and we were talking. Oh, it was off camera, but because he had a bit of a glitch when I brought it up on the recording. But man, if JJ starts every game, I really like him at 27. You'd like to think this is going to be his best season, give or take. So he's on 43 points now after 17 minutes, and he's kind of cheap. But it's Joanne Jordan. It's not anything too exciting. It's just another one of these players I would add into my pile with Yangel Herrera, Carles Alena, Mamadou Haidara, Marcus Llorente. I've got too many of these guys already. But yeah, I like them. Elena's on a 38. That's kind of okay to see. Juan Iglesias on a 25. Absolutely honking. Might do me a favour in the market, but if he holds up a score like that, I don't mind until I buy him, and then these scores become a problem, With Mignan, we was not injured this season. We was again 10 points in front. Yeah. This is not financial advice, says TNFA. Sorry, what was that one? Sorry. I got 353 points in kickoff limited N21. Love the badge, by the way, New York City. Still bummed because Galeno from Porto missed a header and nearly had an assist, and Arzakan from Excelsior nearly scored an assist as well. Hard times N21, but it sounds like you're on the right track. You've ID'd some good players there that have been very amongst the action, and that's just a repetition thing. Galatasaray take the distance 2-0. Love to hear the updates from the chat. And TNFA Sorare, welcome to the FC Barcelona Foundation, my man. You have picked up a foundation membership. That's £2 a month, 50p a week. You come into the Telegram group. Telegram's just like WhatsApp. I don't need your phone number. We do a stream every Wednesday for all the members, whether it's a season ticket holder. The season ticket is £1 a month for 25p a week. We do the Wednesday streams. And the £2, the foundation member, we're part of the FC Barcelona Foundation, where any cards I win from the foundation team, not the Road to Glory team, different things, you get the giveaways for that stuff exclusively. So thank you very much, TNFA Sorare, for the support. It means a lot to me. And we surpassed recently, guys, our 100th member, So great times at the foundation, at FC Barcelona in general. And like every great club in the world, it's all about the community. It's all about the fans. They make the club special. And it's about the foundation arm, the community arm of the club to give back to the community. They make it special. And I hope you guys enjoy the content we have over there. And I look forward to seeing you there. TNFA Sorare. The best thing about the member section, if I'll just finish on this, is as soon as you become a member, you can see all the other member content. So, like, there's buckets of streams there where we do proper depth analysis, lineup building, players, all the stuff, And then I've got it all, mostly all. There's maybe 1 or 2 videos to go and find to make sure they're in place, but pretty much all the videos are in a member content playlist, which if you're a member, you'll be able to find on the channel. So yeah, thank you very much, TNFA Sorare. How do I get into Telegram? My pleasure anyway, Quinny. When you go onto the members tab on the channel, there's a link for it. It's maybe about 4 to 7 posts back the way. And then when you click that link, it takes you into the main forum. The very top part of that gets you into the chat. Few hoops to jump through, but it's very secure and it's lovely. Actually, I'm on it all the time because it's a lovely little pop-out window thing on my phone. And, sometimes I'm driving and stuff, and I feel really bad, actually, because sometimes there's, like, a good chat going off, and I'm like, I said in the Twitter post before coming live today, like, I wasn't 100% I was going to make it. My kid had really bad asthma and stuff. He's been in the hospital over the weekend, and just got out today, which was, a good time, so I can get a bit of work done, as it were. Watch my guys try and chase down a podium. He can get home to his wee bed, get some rest, and all the rest of it. But anyway, I may be doing stuff. I might be in the hospital, maybe driving the car, maybe getting my lunch, maybe about to go to bed. Could be anything. And the chat's popping off, man. Tons of good stuff. I'm like, I can't wait to go back and pick that up. But sometimes by the time I go back to it, hundreds of other stuff has happened because some of you guys are in different time zones and you'll be picking up chat like through the night and stuff. So I love the Telegram group. I think it's worth every penny, even just for some of the stuff we put in there. Because there's lots of people that are tied into different, like Twitter domes, they get all the news. And like Ugo's very good with his Italian stuff, of course, being a native and whatnot. I do need to locate a charger for the phone because I'm actually just looking at it now and the battery ain't going to last much longer. 2 secs, guys. I need to grab a wire. Oh, big need to go far. It's right over here. Just need to plug it in. Just so I can keep the chat alive. We don't want the chat dying on us. And I can't wait for some blooming goals to go my way. It means I'm probably going to need to take the phone out the holster, which means I need to look down, which I don't like, but needs must. Needs must. Main computer looks good. We're still firing on all cylinders. You have a son, Quinny? Yes, I've got 2. I've got 2 sons. I've got a boy at 6, about to be 7, and a boy at 4, about to be 5. Yeah. It's weird, right? Because I know I do the content, right? But I'm kind of bashful with some stuff, and like, I don't know. It's weird. Like sometimes I think, I should be posting stuff or whatever. But it's like, who really cares? Sometimes I've got that kind of. Like, I love football and I think I'm okay to talk about all that stuff. But I can think, why would anyone give a fuck about anything outside of what I think about football or Sorare cards or something? So I know I maybe should share a bit more. But it's one of these things I do feel like I'd be. I don't know. You know what I'm saying. I'm a bit bashful with some of the kind of personal stuff and whatever. I had a great wedding last year. Got married. Been with my wife a total of 10 years. We've been married for 1 year. So it'll be our 2nd year anniversary this year. And yeah, all fun times. And actually, yeah, it's all fun and games. Should be enough for a tier 3. The chat's popping off. Sorry, the chat. So yeah, 2 sons. And yeah, TNFA Sorare is set up with the Telegram. If you're used to Telegram anyway, like you'll find it an absolute doddle. It's much better. Like WhatsApp's fine, right? But yeah, the way the media comes in pees me off, and you don't get that with Telegram. Like people, and I know you can change your settings. I'm just lazy. I'm bored doing it, but it just feels a wee bit nicer and cleaner. Telegram, I like it. Particularly for like the chat thing, because like if you click on that link, you get into the main forum before you come into the chat bit. But I control that main forum thing. So I can just send one message and it's a wee notification. You get like, we're going live, or this is the vote. And then everyone knows like, the members' content is out, or, it's much better. Whereas like, I hate Discord. I cannot stand Discord. It just freaks me out. There's too many notifications and they don't make sense. It makes it look like people are always like talking. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I hate Discord. I much prefer Telegram. And yeah, anyway, all fun and games. But that's the Rangers game finished. Let's go and have a look at the final results in terms of the SO5 scores from... Where the hell's my mouse went? Where is my mouse? There we go. Mouse is over here. The final SO5 scores from the Rangers game. It did finish 2-0 in the end. I don't think we even got Mulgrew on the pitch. So that Challenger team, we kind of knew it was dead coming onto the stream anyway. And yeah, Mulgrew didn't even get on the pitch. So yeah, the team is thoroughly dead. Good. Oh, and Ryan Jack on a 98, Goldson 76, Barisic 86, some big scores. Tavernier 62. It's probably surprised some of the people that normally watch those scores coming in. But yeah, I suppose good result for Rangers and bad result for Dundee United. Just going to put the scores on for. We're at half time at Napoli as well, so we'll bring those scores over. So it's 1-0. We've had a man sent off in Rincon. Who's Murillo? I thought I kind of recognised that guy. He was the guy who got booked, formerly of Valencia, Barca, Celta Vigo. He's kind of been everywhere and nowhere. He's barely played if you look at his actual career. So yeah, he's booked, and the goalkeeper has saved a pen. So his decisive actions are locked as positive until he concedes 3 goals, and then he'll actually regress to just his standard, 35 points. So the goalkeeper's actually in a bit of a tidy situation in the Napoli game as we are at half-time. We're at 25 minutes in Spain. It's quite an even game. Jesus Navas on 45, Joan Jordan on 46 running the show. Jenny is actually still on the pitch. He's on 57 also. Sorare now on 41 points, starting to get some of his cred for some of the saves he's been making. But yeah, good times, guys. Really, it all revolves now around Alena and Unal. We need a 75-ish point average to get a unique, but as long as we get into the top 4, and I think a decisive for one of them and just a good game for the other, would probably get us sniffing around that top 10, hopefully the top 4 situation. You going for a 5-a-side team, lad? What do you mean? Pablo, bro? You've lost me. Oh, in terms of the family? Yeah, well, it's definitely crossed my mind. Build my own SO5 team for sure. Alex Dobbins, fist bump, good to see you. Charlie Dunbar, fist bump. I don't use Telegram before the Barcelona chat. It's actually very user-friendly, surprisingly. I'm, Charlie, I've been dragged into a few things on it, like kind of group chats and stuff like that I don't use. And it's very easy to mute those ones and kind of put them away and stuff. But yeah, I like it. And like, what's better about it than like WhatsApp is like how you can react, tag into like individual messages. And all that kind of good stuff, as well as the way that you can do like a reply to it and whatever. Yeah, I really enjoy it. And I'm glad you enjoy it too. Telegram done, TNFA Sorare. I'll be in there to welcome you as soon as I can actually come off the live chat on the phone. But yeah, we're 26 minutes. It's been a feisty game in the Liga so far. Like Sevilla really need points, like very urgently. And Getafe, as I say, like since I've been watching them, I feel like they're on an upward trajectory overall, Sevilla here with a bit of a breakaway, 4-on-5, trying to play some one-touch stuff, but Getafe hold up a line very strongly on the 18-yard line for offside, and Sevilla are forced back the way. Joan Jordan is, honestly, man, really tempting me. Really, really tempting me. I'm going to go and open up Sorare. No, I don't need a Joan Jordan. I don't need a Joan Jordan. Pavel has my Joan Jordan, the one I used to have up for sale, and I looked at it, man. It was like 0.1, and then he did an 89 for Sam, and then he went up to like 0.25, and he's not. Like 0.1, I would definitely pay that. No problem. Because you can kind of guess-ish a good match you might have, as well as get lucky the odd time. But 0.2 and above, nah. He's like 28 or something. He's unique, went for 0.8, I was kind of thinking about the unique. Maybe I should pick it up. It's on sale now for an ETH. It's still kind of tempting, I suppose. What would I rather have, a Joan Jordan or a Denis Suarez at Villarreal as well? And my Denis Suarez, by the way, should have some good XP on it. Hope those clubs can get together and get Denis Suarez to Villarreal in January. It'd be amazing for me. Probably great for Sevilla, for Celta as well, because he's on big wages by all accounts. And if they can get him off the wage bill, you'd think they would be happy about that, And I've got a dog. That's what I was going to say earlier on. And I slipped my mind. I was like, what was I going to say there? I've got a dog as well. Got a wee puppy. Well, I say a wee puppy. He's like 14 this year. He's an old man. Spud, his name is. Absolute quality dog. Sevilla trying to attack. Getafe, like I say, if you watch Getafe, it's never going to be a robust, like end-to-end attacking affair. But very good defensively. And they're very, they're clever on the break. They take their chance as well. And they defend strong. They don't take any prisoners. We're seeing that here. Just seen the highlights of the Rangers game again. 2 easy goals. Like Dundee United will definitely feel like I'm kind of looking at those goals, and well, all due respect, like it's 3 points, not the rest for it. But it's kind of like the shade, like didn't really rip them open for the very little attention I paid this match. We said, 20 shots, 10 on target. It's a lot. 69% possession, passes in the final third, 180 for Rangers, touches in the opposition box, 31. Wowzers. So actually, on paper, pretty good performance. I didn't pay much attention to it, to be honest with you, because I'm waiting for Mulgrew to come on. Didn't happen. Love it. Joanne Jordan keeps grabbing my attention. The Anzu, by the way, Harry Trades is super rare. He has done a pretty good score so far, 45. We know his clean sheet's not going to go up because Unal is going to score a goal that Alena assists him. There's that Alena getting fouled. Love it. Love it. See, the thing about Carles Alena that I love is he is a bit of he's dirty, He's dirty, but he's really silky, really talented, but he's dirty. He can dive, he can foul, like I bought him off a Tom C, friend of the channel. He's one of these kind of whale accounts, but he's a nice guy. I don't think he's a whale, but he's a big account. Tom C, all one word. If you go and check him out. And I was talking to Tom, and Tom's like, "Oh, I want him, and I know who he is. I'd like to keep him and all that, but I'm never going to use him ever. He plays at Getafe." And I'm like, "Yeah, cool. I'll use him." Bought him. I just bought him straight off market. We were chatting afterwards. 0.125 or something. And he is such a high ceiling guy. I think if he gets a move on the show and he's done for Jetta, like I'm not planning on a move, but I'm just saying, like if anyone's watching him and needs a guy like him, like he'll make a step up successfully if he stays fit. I've got no doubt about that at this point. Borja Mayoral here is getting Jetta into the final third, and Jetta have moved up into position. We're going to see a wee bit of attacking play. Alena, he's moving around to get on the ball. He's got on the ball. Get 3-4 men around him instantly, and he just snaps the ball out to the other midfielder who finds the right back, who then should have just fired it at Alena's feet. He did a good enough pass to achieve that, but his attempt was a switch to Juan Iglesias. But number 21, Oliver Torres, intercepts the ball and takes the ball all the way up to the final 20 yards, where he forces Jetta to foul him, and he gets a free kick. Oliver Torres as well, by the way. Like, I'd love to buy his super rare as well. He's another midfielder card. Doesn't score particularly well. He's having a good game today so far. I could buy tons of midfielders, man. I really could. Oh, no. I've started by someone else. Sorry. I don't know. Yeah. Oliver Torres. Oh, no. Yeah. Someone else started it, then played it to Oliver Torres. And then, he's went to play it on the right-hand side to end the Serie. It's been blocked by an arm. And gets the free kick. I thought it might have been a bit of contact there that drew the free kick. I didn't think it was necessarily the handball, but that's what it was. And we've got 3 men over the free kick. 4 men. JJ's got his back to goal. It looks like Gudelj and Rakitic are really sizing it up. Acuna's trying to plead a case here for taking it with the left foot. Soria's like, yes, this is going to be a good one. We want to see a nice big bang from Soria. Nice big cat save, big diving, bang. He's on 43 points now. Let's see what he can get here. David Soria. He's got his wall set up. Acuna's shaping up with the left foot. Acuna's maybe coming here with his World Cup medal and saying, give me a shot. Sevilla giving it the whole thunderclap behind the goal. Distance to goal, 26 metres out. Just like that much to the right of where the penalty spot is, if that makes sense, but 26 metres out. Acuna shaping up on the left foot. Rakitic shaped up on the right. Gudelj shaped up for a hammer. Let's see what happens. Gudelj does hammer it, and it's a conversion. Flying over the crossbar. No save, no points for Soria on that one. Ay caramba. Remember, guys, when you're here live, please do hit the like button. It means a lot. Helps a lot. Helps other people find the stream. If you're watching this after we've been live, I absolutely love you for doing that. And please do hit the like button as well. We are at 33 minutes into Getafe versus Sevilla, and we've not got any goals yet. It's 0-0. No decisive. Not anything really. Soria, I'm happy with his AA. He's approaching 10 points. And, that on top of a clean sheet is beautiful. It gets me top 10, hopefully, an all-star super rare with my Celtic outfield. And if Alena and Unal, particularly if they can combine for a couple of decisives, that would be sweet for Specialist Super Rare, where I'm holding out hope of breaking the top 4, getting into a Tier 1 Super Rare, or if I was to win the thing and get a Tier 2 Unique. That's the hope. We want a 75-point average or better from Alena and Unal to achieve that dream. Let's see if we can make it happen. If David Marshall had kept a clean sheet, we would be way on our way, I think, even with one decisive, but hey-ho. Oliver Torres on the right-hand side for Sevilla. He's got 3 men around him. Swings in a decent ball. Not that fast, decent height. Well read by the defender. It's cleared. JJ intercepts. That has to be an interception, eh? JJ is killing us, by the way. Like, I think I really feel almost compelled. I really need to look at how much he's going for now. Apparently, Pavel's not doing deals as well. People are telling me. So, let's see what JJ's tracking that now. Free kick for Sevilla. Oh, I've got a notification. Come on, we want a sorry I save here. All right, Joanne. Very tempted there, Dave, and me and Sam were talking about him. So I was like, yeah, man, he's a good mid. He's like the only, especially if good Elgin and that are playing in. So let's see what the rare goes for. That's what we want to see. The rare and the super. The unique's there as well. Don't think it's for sale right enough. 0.04 for the rare. I reckon I could get old price out of Pavel for sentiment. Oh, 1-0 Sevilla. 1-0 Sevilla. Rakitic assist Acuna goals, but Sorare Data's telling me, sorry. Bummer. Right, we need Alena and Unal to grab the bull by the horns in this game. And good ball, by the way. Rakitic. Good header. Good cross, good header. Fair play. Sorry, man. Rooted to the spot. Gutted. Mm-mm-mm. 1-0 Sevilla, 36 minutes, clean sheet busted. Sorry, I should have a goal line clearance for that save earlier. He definitely can't get it if he's used his hand, I suppose. Acuna on the 36th minute. Acuna's one of these guys that's had a card for ages as well. There's definitely some people that have held him through some difficult times that are probably quite buzzing now. Oliver Torres, good scoop ball, by the way. Oh, what a sweeper keeper action that was there. Sorry, you better not have just fucking injured yourself, by the way. See if you've just injured yourself, Soria. See if he's just injured himself, by the way. I'm going to kill him. Sampali's asking for cards. He does become a bit reckless there. He is desperate to do something, I guess, to make up for losing the clean sheet. Eh? Comes out, wins a header, collides with his own player, and I think he's at it because he's made a cunt yet. I hope that's what's going on here. I really hope he's not genuinely injured because he does fall. Oh, good, he's back up. Good. I think he knew he made an absolute see you next Tuesday of it. We better get the sweeper keeper points at least. If that's not a sweeper keeper, I don't know what is. Sorry, guys. No, he's not injured. He's fine. He's fine. He's back up. He's doing his thing. Sampdoria making 2 changes at half-time. Number 7's coming on. Whoever that is, I'm sure I'll find out and tell you in a minute. Osman, Cravadonna, Zambo. All together chilling out the tunnel. Ready to go and beat this Sampdoria team in the second half? Lamella's looked really good in this game, by the way. I find it hard to believe it is Lamela. That's number 17. That's like what I'm thinking. I'm like, is that Lamela? Oh, Borges, my boy Iglesias wins the ball. Oh, he's on the overlap with it. On you go, son. On you go, Iglesias. On you go. Down the left. What across? Ah, it's a wee bit much. Oh, Alena. Oh, Alena and Unal in there for that, man. 3 guys. Imagine I had all 3 of them. Oh, I put 2 of them, of course. Iglesias, but good break. That's what I like about that guy. He's fast, direct, loves it. Clever as well. And then this kind of 5-3-2 situation, like he's a line guy, goes up that line. 24, no U23 premium, no like prestige or like pedigree of such that would normally like gets me attracted to players like Alena, former La Masia graduate, you know. It's just a guy that I've watched this team and I'm like, wow, he's good. Retake on the corner. Are we getting a penalty or something? I imagine that. Please give us a penalty. The problem is with penalties, right, is I think Alena and Unal can take them, but I think Borja Mayoral is the pen taker, which is a kick in the bum. But yeah, what's going on here? Retake on the corner. I think they're all getting in trouble for pushing and shoving and stuff. So yeah, Chris Boyd's on the telly now talking about the game. I've got no idea what he's saying because he's on mute, but I think I'm just going to turn that TV off. So I don't think there's anything else to stick on. We're approaching halftime in the Getafe game. Enes Unal! Probably offside. Oh. Yes, offside. Please VAR it in. That would be nice. I'd love a VAR in goal. Like VAR me in. VAR me in. Oh, by the way, it might be. Oh, it might be, by the way. Oh, he probably isn't, but he might be onside. Oh, it's tight. It's tight. The Rangers game won't turn off. There we go. Possess my telly. They're looking at it, by the way. They're looking at it. It might be onside. It does look off. But at first, it looks offside. When you first seen it, you're like, oh, he's offside. But when you see it back, by the way, maybe. Oh, please, Enes Unal. Please. Come on, give me it. I need some luck after that Kyogo shite. Come on. Enes Unal's lad to the ref. Do it, man. Do it. Come on. Oh, he's probably. Oh. He's probably off. Yeah, I think the ref said offside, yeah. Oh, so close, actually, by the way. Looked blatantly offside when it first happened, but when you see the replay back, man, super tight, unlucky big man. And see that kind of thing, guys, that's a really important thing from watching football, because if this, like, I remember, like, that happened with Cunha a few times at Atletico Madrid, and I know this has happened to Unal as well. I've owned Unal for ages, where sometimes he's in form and he's scoring all the time, but see the games he isn't, that kind of thing happens. And if you're watching a guy, whether you own him or not, and you know that, like, he should have had a goal today, like, by that much. He played well enough. He was in the right position. He struck the ball. He beat a keeper, but he was that off, you know. So it doesn't do anything for us in SO5, but like, doesn't mean he's any worse of a player. You know, I hope I'm verbalizing well what I'm trying to get across here. You know, but that's an important aspect to this game, is really knowing what's going on behind the score. You know, Unal's getting into a hustle and a tussle here on the halfway line with JJ. Joan Jordan. Unal as well, same as Alena. Like, if they get a move up a level, I've got every confidence they'll take it and excel. Unal has been linked to Juventus in the last 12 months, which I don't like, to be the number 2 at Vlahovic, or even, I take him as being the replacement, but not to be the number 2. But again, I could see Alena's down again, acting the goat. Acting like he's got fouled again off Lamela. He's desperate to, that's nothing, man. Alena's pure pantomime, by the way. Absolutely love it. He's been fouled. That's points, by the way. He's getting points for being fouled. Oh, it's the tightest of margins, by the way. That offside. Ultimately tight. Getafe free kick here. Who's going to be standing over it? I hope it's Alena. It could be Luis Mia. Unal, edge of the box, getting ready for it. Alena is in the mix as well as Mayoral, so I wonder who's taking it then. It's number 5. Number 5 is cross in. Header! Oh! Enes Unal. Number 5. Luis Mia. Nice free kick, by the way. Oh, good headers. Oh, Good header, Enes. Unlucky, man. Oof, so close. Well taken as well, by the way. A really odd technique because he's coming back from the ball and he's done that. And the way it's flicked up, really unlucky. It would have been a wonder goal of a header. Like if it went in, like you'd see that all over the place. It was. I actually see the replay and what he's done. He's like going backwards and does that. And then it goes like that, front post. Mad. Really good technique. Maybe just a little rest. Kim is out for Napoli in the second half. Let's check Napoli. I don't remember seeing Kim in the starting lineup. I wasn't actually aware. I wasn't really thinking about him, to be quite honest. But Kim, they're definitely just, Ramani. I would definitely suggest that's what's happened. I didn't see anything. Oh, Osman. Oh, by the way, nice ball from the right-hand side, right to the penalty spot. And Osman goes to take a one-touch finish and put it into the back post on the ground. All that happened. It just didn't go in the net. He was offside probably as well. Oh, but the way he does it, he goes to like lift his front foot and then let his standing foot clip the ball. You know, that kind of Zola, Henrik Larsson kind of goal. Really nice attempt from Osman. He's in the form of his life now, eh? And Osman is a real, like, I know Vanaken is a real cult hero, but it really should be Osman. Like, Osman's got, I think, cards. I don't think he's got cards. I think he's missed one season because he's at Napoli. Napoli didn't get cards one season, but he's got cards from like every club he's played at. Almost, I think, in Europe, and it's quite a fun Sorare journey. Osman. Cravadonna here in the box. Sampdoria have just let him get all the way to the 6-yard area. You'd like to see him with a change of pace there and do something. He kind of lets the ball get out of his control and then it goes away from him. Acuna into the box, headed clear. Alena and Unal kind of getting each other's way, but they pass the ball out to 16. Comes back to Unal. There's a bit of a foul. Bit of a foul on the go. I think there's flares or something going off in Sampdoria because it looks mega smoky, and I don't think it's fog. So I think there must be some pyro on the go, some fireworks in that. But Napoli are very much in control of this game. Cravadonna picks up a great spot in the middle of the box, by the way. What a pass from the left back, Mario Rui. Fantastic to find him in that pocket. And yeah, very well taken. Unlucky. And Cravadonna takes the corner short to number 6. Back to number 7. And scooped in for Zambo. Zambo takes it down on the chest. And he kind of retreats out the box. Oh, he twists, he turns. He's running back towards goal. Zambo across the line. Oh, across the 6-yard box with his pass as well. And then it's cleared away. And Napoli are going to try and keep the pressure on. And they're coming back again. But Sampdoria snatch it. And Sampdoria are going to run at the counter. It looks like 3-on-5 in favour of Napoli. Sampdoria have got one man to play the ball to against 3 defenders. It's a no-hope ball to nobody. Getafe here on the break, by the way. On a bit of a break. The ball's bouncing around. And Getafe love that, by the way. Go into, is Borja Mayoral getting the booking for that? Nianzou is. No? Borja is. Oh, that's wild. No, Nianzou's getting booked for that. Oh, I need to see the replay. Oh, yeah, okay. Good. Booking for Nianzou. Sorry, Harry. But that's good because now we've got a free kick in dangerous territory for Getafe. Yeah. So here we go. 1 yellow card apiece. The guy that got hacked isn't one of my guys, which is fine. Unal, by the way, he's got the ball. He wants to fucking rifle this, doesn't he? Unal shaping up to smash this. We might be on for a Galazzo, guys. Get ready. Bono's like, move! Move! He's going to shoot! Look at him! He's going to shoot! Move! Bono's going bananas. He is going to shoot, man. You don't put Unal out there. He's shooting. He's your target man striker. You want him in the box. But if he's out there, he is shooting. Hope he gets an assist. That'd be fine by me as well. Goal would be better. But an assist for an Alena tap-in. Is Alena all across the edge of the box? Where's number 11? I can't see Alena. I think he's maybe in a false wall, Alena. Oh, he hammers it. He does, by the way. Not really that close. Not really that far either. Yeah, okay. Good shot, son. In the 48th minute. Boom. Not that far, but not that close. One of those ones. The guys have just about done half of what I need them to in the first half, which doesn't really saying too much, to be quite frank. But in the second half, just need some decisives, man. Just need some decisives, and we're getting there. Everybody is linked to Juventus, but nobody will come to Serie B or C. Oh, Ugo, strong words. Quinny, if I may ask, what's your best advice for another starting self-employed entrepreneur? What, playing Sorare? I don't know in terms of advice. I'd probably, I don't know. It's quite, I don't know. Kind of hard to say. I don't know what. I'd say budget control is probably the most important thing to get a grasp on sooner rather than later. Like a lot of the stuff that I do in content, kind of, the seeds of some of it comes to me from the kind of me thinking about it like it's my job kind of thing, in terms of like how I categorize players, how I identify what ones I buy, what reasons I buy them for, what their purpose is, etc. So yeah, I think like proper budget control and resource management is probably the biggest thing to focus on from that perspective, I would say. Good luck. It's a fucking nightmare, but it's worth it. I was praying for VAR to say it was onside. Thank you, Harry DaCosta. I really appreciate that, my man. Maybe just a little rest. Yeah, I think so for Kim, because like Napoli have got it on all fronts, and like we were saying earlier, like Napoli are known or are like, what's the stereotype of Napoli? It's like they bottle it. They always start the season amazing. They've got such great firepower and they really attack football. Fans are amazing. They really should be winning it, but they don't, because they kind of lose steam. Something happens, an injury, loss of form, whatever, lots of stuff over the years. But I think there's a real, let's just get it done this year from them all. And it's a bit of a shame, I think. There's not one of those OG guys in the team. No Hamsik, no Cavani, no Mertens, no, what was the other one that played up front for ages again? Not Higuain, the other wide one. Mertens, Cavani, Lavezzi. Of course, Lavezzi's like long gone at this point, but, these kind of guys, Zielinski, it's good to see. He's been there for ages. Good to see him get a medal. Koulibaly's gone. You'd think he'd have bloody stayed it out this year to get a Scudetto. So yeah, I'd like at least, I say Zielinski's decent, but I'd like there to be like a veteran type guy that might have been involved in this victory. So there's been so many like Dries Mertens. There's been so many like cult heroes that have been through Napoli over the last let's say 7 years. And yeah, Rafa won the cup, and I think maybe Ancelotti won a cup. I've had a wee bit of Champions League stuff, but nothing huge. And yeah, you'd like to think some of those guys that really did spend years at the team could at least, you'd like to think they'd at least have ended up. Like Totti, for example. I love Totti, and I think a huge thing about what makes Totti special, and it's just really at the front of my mind today, because that clip earlier on, man, it just pure sums him up. And it made my day seeing that. I always love seeing good goals like that. But like Totti won the World Cup and stayed at Roma forever, and he did win the league, of course, when he was at Roma. And it was Sod's Law. Roma got to the Champions League semi-final the first season Totti had retired. You might remember it. Dzeko and Kolarov and that kind of gang. I think De Rossi might have still been in the team. I know De Rossi went on loan to Boca River or something for like 3 months, but that'd have been a real heartbreak. Imagine they got to the final of the Champions League the year Totti retired, the year after. So yeah, that thing, like, at least Totti got the league, kind of thing. But imagine Totti retired, then Roma won the league for the first time in his lifetime. You'd be bummed out for Totti, wouldn't you? And that's kind of how I feel about some of these Napoli guys I've mentioned, like especially the ones that have poured years into playing there. And obviously they're heroes and legends of that club. But if they do get it over the line, I'd like to have seen one or two more of them in the squad that done it. Good luck in it. It's really hard not to let work take over your home life. Make sure you find a way to escape from work. Yeah, that's definitely part of it as well. I'm talking about Telegram as well. Sometimes I'll tell my wife, like, yeah, okay, phone's away now. And then the chat will be going off and I'll maybe catch a glimpse of it. And it's like, oh, man, what goalkeeper's that? Sorry. She's got to go get a Morante quickly. Budget control. So, like, I know you're laughing, right? But to give you some sort of answer when I say budget control, it's like knowing, like, if I'm going to get, like, so for example, I'm going to be tracking down a keeper. I'm going to get another rare keeper in there. Maybe it's one more than I need, but the actual individual is a guy that I need. I actually want the individual player, and I'll maybe sell somebody else when they come ready to be sold, and I don't need them because I've got a goalkeeper too many at that stage. And the budget for such a thing is like, I've been waiting to buy this guy for about 3 months, and it is just about waiting. I know the price is about right for me. And so that kind of thing is partly number one for budget control. But it's also like, if you are going to take on a new endeavor with Sorare, add a team, upgrade a team, whatever, that it's got very strict parameters within it. It doesn't detract from your core teams and your core, like, philosophy at your club and strategy to gameplay. Like, I always do all-star, guys. And even like when my club's been really stripped to the backbones and I've only got like 3 or 4 keepers, even though they're all challenger, where do they go? All-star. That's half the battle with all this stuff is just having a plan that you follow through with. Like, honestly, there's so many good plans out there. So many people who come up with great strategies, build great teams, do great trades. I don't really talk to anyone that doesn't do at some level of the things I've just said there. But if anyone, normally, this is a very wide generalization, but it's normally when people chop and change their mind, overthink, underthink, all in their own quantities, and I know it's a hard thing to check yourself on, but, because sometimes you do need to adapt. If things change and they go against you, like we're talking about Serie Rare, my advice to the person that was messaging me, I'm not sure if it was yourself that's in the chat today, but was just get rid ASAP. Like, that's one of these things that you could definitely wait. He'll come back. He'll be just as he was. I've got full confidence in that. But if you've bought him to play now in a team, and without him there is no team, then you just need to cut that loose and move on, call it a loss, and wipe your nose and go forward. There's nothing you can do about it. So there's a time and a place for almost every bit of advice, which is why it's just like having a plan and sticking to it. Like, when would you cut the cord on something like that? Well, number one, I would say, is if it's a vital cog of something, and even if you're going to lose, like the guy, I think he's down 50% on the card at least. But Terrier was a big piece, Terrier was expensive, so even going down 50% on Terrier, you'll still get somebody who's kind of all right, if you successfully trade in and out well enough, So it's not a bad position to come down from and accept the loss, especially if you find somebody at the right point where they're just undervalued enough where you'll make that aggregate up anyway. And like the amount that you've, that's actually transpired over the micro or the macro or whatever the hell we're meant to say, doesn't matter, And what I mean by that is, if like Terry is a 0.3 guy fit, but injured, he's a 0.15 guy, then there's a 0.1, is there a 0.15 guy out there, or even a 0.12 guy out there that you could see becoming almost the same kind of price range, around a quarter of a coin or a wee bit better than, and that's the price they're at today, is like 0.12 or something. Maybe they're just back from an injury. Maybe they're just coming back from the bench, these kind of things. And then you can quickly recoup that kind of loss of situation, as it were, a guy coming back from injury and a guy that's just got injured, or something. Oh, is that a goal? No, just a goalkeeper. I thought it was a player there taking the ball and running into the halfway line. I agree with Quinny. Thank you. It depends on the situation. Some guys, when they get injured, I keep them because it's like, well, what am I going to do with them? And then is it like Wirtz, for example, right? When Wirtz goes injured, he's injured for like a season or something, whatever it was, all told. And it's like, right, okay, I could sell this guy. And I was close to selling Wirtz right before he was injured because he was worth like $7.5 grand. And I was like, right, I'll sell Wirtz for about $7.5 grand. No problem. Like, that's a bit rich for my blood. And then he got injured like a week later, which is great. And that sells something that was probably is kind of, I look at Bellingham now as the kind of the earmark or the benchmark for where I see Wirtz getting to and whatever, that kind of profile. But do I sell something that's worth 7.5 for 5.5 or for 4 or for 3 or for 2? Because that's what he's been back to. Let's say yes. What do you get with that? Can that thing ever get to the Wirtz level? It's very unlikely, It's not many guys that can get to that level in the game. Very few and far between. So in that situation, for me, it was a case I just need to ride it. And what I also had a little cataclysmic knock-on effect to was I didn't mind then relieving myself of some under-23s, because without him, replacing him without trading something else and Celtic and blah, 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 all that stuff was going to be hard, So maybe it's a case of, right, well, to keep him and to hold him, even though that team now is not really going to be as functional, can I sell one of the other parts of that team that's not broken in price like the defender and the team that's 0.2, can I sell him and then buy another forward that's the same, and that kind of idea, and replace them in the overall makeup if they're required for a bigger strategy as well as their individual kind of micro strategy kind of idea. So there's more than one way to skin the cat, and almost every piece of advice is correct at some point in time. And I'm always stress myself when it comes to, these kind of topics, is like, I could say anything in the right situation and it's amazing advice. It's all about where you actually find yourself and, your own situation, your plan, and your gut feeling, and the kind of combination of all that for me. And I say sticking to a plan is 3/4 of the battle in my experience. Is it not worth selling someone like your rare Trubin due to the little games? So that's a great one, Josh, right? So Trubin, right? Trubin's a great one on a few levels, right? I'll answer that as me, right? And this actual card that you've brought up, right? So I bought Trubin for like 20 quid, like 2.5 years ago or something. He can only play Champions League for Shakhtar. He's under 23 for ages, but see, in my opinion, the only under 23 keeper talent-wise that I've seen that comes anywhere near him is Van de Voort. So it's similar to Oblak, that when I bought some of these guys in, goalkeepers for me are like gatekeepers to the division almost. So if I want to play under 23, then I need to have a stable of 23 keepers. They get older, they drop form, they get injured. 23 keepers are one of the most unstable categories in the game. Sorry, I'm fighting back a burp, sorry. And so Trubin, for example, he's at 0.7 now for a blue X keeper. He's very heavily linked to Tottenham in the summer. Maybe it happens in January, in terms of the business, but then the actual move would happen in the off season. So if he did go to somebody like Tottenham, for example, like, wow, how much would he be worth then? I think it'll be absolutely incredible. So even if I was just to think about it as Trubin, it's a cold card to sell for profit. I don't even think it's halfway worth what it's going to be once he moves into a fully licensed situation, because he's amazing. Like, I've seen him play on the telly a bunch of times. I've seen him play live when Celtic played Shakhtar. He is amazing. He will play for a top team. He's a top goalkeeper prospect in world football. I'm going to say, maybe you might argue Gaga Slonina or whatever, but this guy's had clean sheets at the Bernabeu. He's had clean sheets at the San Siro. He's had, they get a clean sheet against us? I'm not so sure. I can't remember the score now off the top of my head, but he's doing the things at his age, and he's doing it in Champions League and Europa League as well as domestically. In a difficult situation Shakhtar find himself in as well, of course, as we're probably all quite well aware of. So yeah, that's why me individually. Now, for like the scenario, let's say backup or blue X under 23 goalkeeper, you buy for not a lot, and it becomes worth like a decent amount that could actually do some damage for you. Again, it's all about the overall. It's for the reason that you bought them for. So if I sold Trubin for 0.7, what do I do with that? I still need a Trubin. I need what I think is one of the best under 23 keepers for the next foreseeable future. Now, obviously he's got the blue X, right? Which you might think, Quinny, what the even hell are you talking about? You can barely use him. That aside, he is still what he is. He won't be at Shakhtar for very long. That's just the way these things go, particularly goalkeepers, If he does move to Tottenham would be a great landing spot for him in so many ways. But anyway, so if the purpose was to wait for him to move away from Shakhtar, then he's still not moved away from Shakhtar. It's kind of where I'm at with it. McBride's had fantastic. A lot of guys on this channel as well, the community here, they've had great success with the Shakhtar cards that have moved. There's, some of you guys were going out there and picking them up for fun. Hats off to you, because when Mudryk blows up, you'd have been getting him for pennies at some point before he blew up on the scene. Kovalenko was really highly rated. I didn't even know what's happened to him. But then, the wee bit of midweek utility you get from Shakhtar, I think a lot of them pay themselves back because they're very defensively capable. And if you've got the right defenders and the goalkeeper, then midweek they have been handy. So, kudos to everyone that got involved in the Shakhtars. What's your opinions on Michel Balikwisha? Now, I didn't actually see the game. I can't change screens to go and show you. Or I can show you, I can show you his actual score. So, when it was a game, was it 1 each between Standard Liège, Ronnie Dyla's team, at home at St. Truden. Now, St. Truden are 10 for something, but they're normally quite well stocked for talent. They're normally quite a good team. What team was he in again? Oh, yeah, this one. I'm in the last prize spot. I don't know if I'm going to hold on in All-Star Rare Pro. But he scored a 71, guys, in a 1 each draw with no decisive. The score was pretty tidy, man, if I do say so. 36 on AA, of course. Get 2 fouls, get a triple-double. This is a guy who's playing attacking mid. So he won 2 tackles from attacking mid, according to Sorare data. Won 7 net duels positive, right? 3 interceptions, passing there, accurate final third passings there. And then attack points, 7. 4-1 contests, so that's like headers up for like free kicks and such. 1 attempted assist, 6 penalty area entries. And yeah, what a great reward he's looking to be. And he was fantastic for this team. I'm very excited to follow his progress. And we'll probably I definitely will try and get some Belgian football. Sampdoria chatting up Soria, by the way. Sampdoria chatting up Soria. See if Soria was linked to Sevilla about a year ago, by the way. See if they sell Bono and buy Soria. Be great business for Sevilla. It'd kill me for the Getafe in me. The little Getafe fan that I've become. But European football is better for Soria and better for me. So, what it is. Michelle is the Antwerp player. Oh, okay. I don't know that one. Sorry. Nice player. Not sure. If you want to invest for sure, a future top goalie, invest in Nicola Bagnalini. Ugo, I'll definitely take a note of that name, buddy. At Bologna. I never know. I know you are a bit of a oracle for managers. What do you think? I think Wagner to Norwich is brilliant, by the way, because Norwich obviously recently their biggest kind of success getting into the Prem, playing good football, all that stuff was under Farke. Farke and Wagner, what do they have in common? They're both like Klopp disciples, Borussia Dortmund B managers, whatever. Obviously, Wagner's written his own tale already with Huddersfield. Did really poor in the Bundesliga with Schalke. Not that Farke's doing much better with Borussia Mönchengladbach, if he's even still there. Has he been sacked? I can't remember. But I think Wagner at Norwich will be brilliant because he knows the Championship, he knows that team. He's played against them and whatnot. You know enough of the players well enough, and like he has got promoted with a worse team out of that league, and he's been in the Premier League with a worse team in Serie A as well. So I think it will work out well for all. To be quite honest with you, I think it should be good. If you've got Norwich cards that are going to be playing, I would be very excited that they're going to have an upturn in form. So I think Wagner, like he's good. Like the Schalke, that's just a poison chalice of a job, at that stage, as you know, they got relegated and then they came back. Now they're back and they're still crap. But, is this the second half? It is, by the way. We're underway. Almost into the attacking third straight off the bat from the boys at Getafe. I think Wagner to Norwich is a brilliant signing for Norwich manager-wise because he's like championship proven enough, but he's not like Mick McCarthy or something like that. Ian Holloway. He's not that type, or Steve Bruce or whatever. He's actually somebody that played attacking football, got the best out of players, pushed people on. Huddersfield were not expected to get promoted, and I know they've done it through the playoffs, and that's always the back door promotion. It's never second place or first place. It's always the playoffs. Unless Blackpool were playoffs as well. I think that's good enough credentials. As well as like, he did have Huddersfield playing all right. The Prem, they just went for it. They get spanked all the time, but they spent no money. Like they didn't spend a penny. They just knew they were going to get humped and go back down. I like Wagner. I think he's definitely worth a shot as Norwich manager. Get Pavlidis. He's a scoring machine. Ooh. Pavlidis, good to know. I think he's been on good form this season. That's the guy I know Pavlidis. AZ. Getafe definitely starting the brighter of the two in the second half. Oh, ball into the box. Enes Unal turns and shoots. Tony Watt would have scored that. Tony Watt would have scored that. That's a Tony Watt shot from last week. Enes Unal letting the side down. We better put Tony in touch with Enes Unal and teach him how to finish this. Borja Mayoral. Oh, by the way, Unal, see if he didn't stop that. Alena was coming up to that, and Alena's raging. That was his, by the way. Oh. So close. So close to a great decisive early on in the second half. I need to take a wee toilet break, guys. I'll be 2 seconds. Hi, caramba. Thanks for waiting with me. Oh, yeah. Ah, good times, guys. Good times. Now, we've not got the points on the board that we need yet, but Unal and Alena, Kike Sanchez Flores is telling the boys, come on, we need to up the ante. We need to attack this game, and it's coming. Any tips on how to trade with about $1? Tom Torque, that is a great question and a great suggestion. I would buy the best player I can think of for £1 who's maybe underpriced. Oh, if you've got $1, I don't know. A lot of guys, like, if you check out, I tell you exactly what to do, Tom. This is the best advice I can actually give you, right? If you want to trade with $1, is on YouTube after the stream today, search FIFA Flair. You know, it's the guy, it's Flair, that's what I call him. But it's a FIFA account called Flair. And what he does on FIFA is like trading cards and all that, like really cheap and hustling the coin market and all that kind of stuff on FIFA. He did a Sorare series trading with like £1 starting off and building it up to like, I think he got up to like £100 or something like over a month. So that content will still be there. It'll be about outdated in the sense of like the individual players that he's transacting with. But the principles and the methods will all still stand up. So he may have made a second channel, Sorare Flair. I don't think so. I think it was on his normal channel. But I call him Flair. His name is Flair. And he's a FIFA guy. So if you can find him and then find his like Sorare content, you'll find it. He trades his cards all the time for like 20p and 30p and stuff like that. Made a bit of a go at it. Pablo Bro says, good luck with that. It will be hard, don't get me wrong, but Flair did it. Flair did it pretty well, if memory serves. So, yeah. We're at the 50th minute. It's still 1-0 to Sevilla. Now, Sevilla are like a wee bit, okay, we're winning this match. Maybe you need to do something, Getafe. You need to come out and do something. And Unal and Moira and Alena. Love a bit of a press, by the way. I love how advanced Alena's been playing. This season, it's been absolutely brilliant. Could do with him getting a wee bit more decisive, especially right now. Right now. $1 to 100,000 in 100 days is the video. I don't think... Who did that video? A lot of people kept trading bans as they were spamming crap offers to listed players and getting blocked after watching Flair videos. Let me read that again from Hoodwink, sorry. A lot of people kept getting trading bans. Oh, yeah. So when you send people rubbish offers, you can ban them. So you better be careful about that, guys, if you are new, because you don't want to be engaging with people and then they think you're annoying and you're trying to trick them or rob them and they block you. And then subsequently in the future, if they've got a card you want, you're done. You know, you'll need to get your pal to do it, or hope you've got a pal that will do it for you or something, because they're not talking to you. They're not accepting any of your offers. Do you want to see them or hear them? So yeah, good point, Hoodwink. I'll watch the videos and try myself. Thank you. No problem, pal. Make sure you like this video, since I gave you the tip off, you know. Buy an MLS or JK keeper who is definitely going to start, then flip when the price rises. Keep doing it. By 2050, you'll have at least a tenner. Olympic manager, love the bands. Oh, Alena, by the way, he's desperate to get that shot off from earlier. Big stroke with the left foot. He's getting told off by somebody else for shooting, and somebody else is saying, Alena, pass the ball to me. But he's like, no, I had that shot welled up from earlier. I had to get it loose. He's got that out of his system. And Getafe, we need to get an equaliser here for Jetta. We have to get it. Well, Alena, by the way, what's the score? 39. Very nippy, man. Oh, Iglesias on the chest, by the way. Turn back in inside out. Oh, come on. Just about not quite got away with it there, but against Navas. I like this guy Iglesias as well. I've said this every time I watch Getafe. He scores honking. He's on 20 points, but I like him a lot, man. I would play him, if he was on my team. He's that kind of guy. Like, yeah, I can get it. I know what this guy's about. I can dig it. And 100 weeks. Oh, okay. Well, he's been doing it for. He's not been doing it for 100 weeks, but is he still doing it? I've not seen any of his stuff pop up on the old Al Gore's rhythm. Borja Mayoral there is claiming for a foul on the halfway line from Fernando, but the referee saying no dice. Long ball to end the Serie. Getafe sweep it up and let's go Jetta. Let's go Jetta. Come on. 54 minutes. Alena on the ball. Turns and burns in the midfield. Alena switches out to number 5, Luis Mia. Mia out to number 21. Let's see it, Iglesias. Let's get 3 men around him. And he's given up. He's went back to the centre mid. He's going to hold his position high and wide, but they'll probably go right and then come back to him again on the left. They're just going to move Sevilla over to that side of the pitch. Alena in a tight space here. Turns and burns. Plays the ball down the right-hand side. Lovely bit of play from wee man Alena. Sevilla get it. The ball's bouncing around. No one can get a foot on it. Somebody's got a foot on it now for Sevilla. Plays it down the lane. And by the way, Lamela and Jenny both slide in for it. None of them touch the ball. They both kind of come together. Nobody's really hurt. Lamela tries to get a free kick. Jenny gets up and walks the ball away. One of the Getafe defenders actually went mental there because somebody wasn't in position properly. I've got a feeling it might be my boy Iglesias, by the way, saying a wee bit too high at left back. Let's go. Yeah, turn and go. Yes, here we go. Iglesias on the run, son. Let's go. Take it with you. Take it with you, Iglesias. Oh. Plays it to Unal. Unal's just crossed the line with it. He's got Iglesias, Mayoral, and Alena with him. But the whole Sevilla team is in their own half. They're playing on the front foot in its space, but Borja Mayoral switches it all the way out to the right-hand side for Damian. Damian, big cross in. Borja Mayoral, back post. Oh, should have been playing that. Back across the face of goal. He tries to take it into the near post. He's getting it towards goal, but it's never a shot. It's not a shot on target. The videos are about 9 months old. They can unblock you anytime. Yeah, you can be unblocked, but why would you be motivated to unblock somebody? I would never think, I better go and check my blocked list and see who's on it. Yeah, maybe people do, but I just can't. I just have never done that. I've never blocked anyone. I haven't blocked anyone. I'll check. Not done it. Oh, we have another pen in Napoli. Number 7 is standing over it. I know that's not Cravadonna. He's 77. This guy's already saved a penalty today. Can he be the hero? Get double decisive. Number 7. I think it's Ilmash, isn't it? Ilmash. Oh, sends the keeper the wrong way. 2-0 Napoli, 81 minutes. Mad celebration. Oliver Torres getting a wee bit of a highlight. Ooh. Is that a save from Sorare? Maybe not. Jenny's on a 61 now. Luis Mia on a 46. Luis Mia having those set pieces. Yeah, it was Ilmash, is it? Luis Mia on a 46. Having those set pieces gives him a few more points than what my boy Alena has picked up so far in the game. We're getting there, guys, but the game is ticking up here. And again, similar to Dundee United game, we just want this. The second half, guys, in football, modern football in particular, was where probably 3/4 of the action actually happened, in terms of actual game-changing decisions, decisive actions, kind of thing. And yeah, I'm pretty gutted. Sorry, I was not getting the clean sheet, but 42 points isn't too bad so far. Let's see if he can get something else. Borja Mayoral, very good on the ball. Back to number 5. He's going to switch it from the left side to the right with the inside of the foot. And, big high ball, by the way. Alena's under it. Alena, man, a wee bit too dirty there. Trying to maybe think about buying a penalty with it. Marcos Llorente and All Black start for Atleti. I just want to see if Molina's playing. I want Molina to be playing. He is good. So that means there's a good chance that... Oh, fantastic. We want to see that more often. We want to see Molina and Llorente in the same team because that means Molina's doing the right back crap. And there's a better chance of Llorente entertaining the final third or entering the final third. That's why I got Llorente. That's why like a Joanne Jordan's so pointless, because I've not even had Llorente come to fruition yet. And Llorente is one of my favourite midfielders now, but he's just not, SO5-wise, since I've picked him up, he's just not had a chance to do his thing. He was playing in the wrong position, and he got injured in the World Cup. And then he played right back in the first game back. He's playing centre mid today, which is good. But yeah, we want to see Griezmann on form. We want to see Llorente in centre mid, Molina at right back. And a bit of, by the way, sorry, maybe get some points for that. Sorry, on a 47. Yeah, that'll do me. Helps the Celtic team. I think we're in the top 20 with that team now. I'll really check my standings on this one's going to hit refresh just to make sure it's current, because this wee laptop is a bob either. As you can see how slow it's going. Iglesias on the left, faced up by Oliver Torres. 21 versus 21. Both of my guys. I don't even know any of them actually, but there you go. So All-Star Super Rare. We're in 34 for a tier 3. We're just in the prizes. Oh, no. That's All-Star Super Rare. Yeah. All-Star Super Rare. There we go. So let me see. Bit of a cross into the box there from Getafe, but it didn't go anywhere dangerous. So yeah. We're just in there by 3 points. Yeah, the goalkeeper not getting a decisive action. He's not going to do anything significant enough. It is just about every little point he can get us to get us over the line. We're very much on the precipice here of no reward with this team, with the no clean sheet. If you can save a penalty, that'd be brilliant. If you can make a last man tackle, that would be brilliant. But yeah, I think my best hope is now quite clearly the specialist team. Looks like everything else is falling out the cards. This is only going up, but with Alena and Unal on the pitch, one of them gets a decisive action. That's an additional 25 points at least, plus the action itself, the shot, 28 points or so. So that would throw us right in amongst getting. I need 2 of them to get decisive, and I'm in. If I get 2 decisives, I'm in. Ideally 1 each because of the point difference. The second decisive, as you guys all know, is only worth another 10 points on the boost. So a decisive each, and we're right in there, guys. Come on, free kick for Getafe. Oh, guys, come on. We're chasing a unique on the podium. Come on. Number 5 swings it in. Unal, header edge of the box, puts it high into the sky. Header's not flicking about. And our free kick shout. Alena down again, by the way. That's a free kick shout all day, ref. Come on. They both went for the ball. You get booted. Come on, Alena. Get up, my man. Get up. Don't get injured, son. Yes, number 19, Managerial, driving into the box. Managerial crosses it. Tap-in was there for Unal, but an interception from a Sevilla defender, Gudelj. Last man tackle maybe for Gudelj. Oh, man. That was it. That was one of our chances. It was a tap-in. He was going to get it. Everything was right. Just Gudelj, man. Interception, 1,000,000%. Don't know about a last man tackle. Could be. Where is Gudelj? 51 points he's on. 47 for Sorare. That's good fun. Managerial, nice for me to see that Unal has outscored him thus far, because Managerial is definitely the more creative of the two, and sometimes the creative forward is the one that is completing duels. They're getting by dribbles, 50-50 situations, entering the box, playing attempted assists, that kind of thing. But to this point, Unal has outscored him, which is nice. Come on, boys, come on. Alena and Unal are choking for it, by the way. Come on. It's coming. There's a good spirit about this Getafe team, man. It's just Alena's going to give that foul away, isn't he? Yeah. Alena must be... Acuna's asking for the card. Alena must be a pain in the ass to play against, by the way, because he is nippy. It's just unfortunate that he has to... that's so much of his game at Getafe. And I think if he was at a slightly better team where that wasn't as important to his game, I don't think he actually meant that one to be dirty, to be honest. Number 22 is getting ready for Sevilla. He's got a very interesting mustache and haircut. This Napoli game really isn't grabbing me, guys. I'm sorry. Hey, Quinny, Crane and Unal decisive as well, Connor. Fist bump, good to see you. Milan to win. Milan to win. When's Milan Roma? Is that today? I've watched La Liga all the time, so I'm used to seeing Sorare on those boards. I kind of don't even notice it anymore, which is nice. That's a good thing. It's just embedded. It is like in La Liga. You see that Sorare logo now. I watched lots of La Liga, this season. And last, beautiful advert spot. Even in San Siro, it's always advertised. Yeah, it's everywhere now. It's cool, man. Let's see, did I miss any more chat there? No, that's cool. But yeah, we're all praying for Unal. We all love Unal and Alena. We've got a wee sauce. Even if you don't have an Alena, I'm sure you can support him alongside me here. We're chasing a podium. We're chasing tier 1 super rares. One decisive might get us if the other score was to pick up from the other player, or if one of the player ran away with it and got 100. Yeah, within our 50 points. So if one of them gets up to 80 or something, then cool, that'll do me. But I think it's probably more achievable at 64 minutes in the match if we get a assist and goal for one another. That would be too beautiful. Sevilla are trying to play out the back here, and Getafe have went for that sniff of the press, and they're going for it. Lamela has retreated all the way back to the left-back position, trying to hoof it out. It's going to be a Getafe throw. 64 minutes, by the way, and Sevilla are playing now like it's the 90th minute. That's never good. That is never good. They're like bottom of the table or so, low on confidence, buzzing that they're winning now. Number 22, the guy with the interesting haircut and mustache is coming on. Just missed his name there. And Getafe are growing into this match, and Sevilla are wilting. Wilting. They don't have that Papu Gomez. They don't have that real drive in the middle of the pitch, in terms of creative spark. Lamela's been good out in the wide area. Rakitic is a pensioner at this point. Joan Jordan's not that guy. Oliver Torres is not that guy either. So yeah, they're really missing a real creative force in midfield to get the ball to from JJ. Whatever. Oh, that's it. Unal. Is that an interception? No, it's not Unal, is it? Oh, Borja Mayoral, 1-on-1 rounds the keeper. Borja Mayoral hits the side net, and they had number 16 in support. It would have meant absolutely nothing for me, but it gives Getafe that. Come on, let's go. BCM, that has to be. Rounded the keeper. Algobia, the number 16, is like, come on, man, come on. But I picks the pocket at number 14, Nianzou, by the way. That could have been a huge error led to goal. Error led to shot, 100% there from Nianzou. Terrible decision-making from the boy, it must be said. And Borja Mayoral was onto that like a shark, man. Look at the face. Rounds the keeper, and he's just got the angle a bit off, man. Fernando had it blocked anyway, I think. It had to have been really accurate to get it in with the recovery run Fernando had made. But very promising from Getafe. And Sevilla now, surely that gives them a shake that they've got to do something in this game. Yeah, Borja Mayoral down to 28 points. BCM added. David Soria up to 50 points flat. That's cool, man. We're hanging in there for a tier 3 super. We're hanging in there. And we're starting to get, yes, here we go. Alena on the turn. Plays it into Mayoral. They're building out their own half, but on the break. Sevilla retreating. If they can get on the front foot here, Getafe, this could be, the iron is hot. Now is the time to strike. Playing the ball around. Getafe playing like they're Celtic now. Stroking the ball around. Centre-backs, full-backs, goalkeepers. Now over the halfway line. Mayoral. It's a foul, surely? Yeah. Mayoral wins the foul on the halfway line. Both my guys are on 36 points. Acuna on 81, by the way. Wow, fair play to him. Jesus Navas on 60. Clean sheet bonuses have obviously taken effect. We don't want that to continue. So here's number 22. We'll get to see this guy's name finally. He's coming on for Enes Unal, so we're going up front, I would imagine. Oh, Osman. Jesus, what a rubbish shot that was. And it's Enes Unal. Distance covered, 8.2 kilometers coming off for Loic Badi. And I'm pretty sure this guy has a rookie card for Rennes. Loic Badi. Definitely, he's definitely got a rookie. Loic Badi, that definitely feels like a rookie card I've seen before. Very interesting mustache and haircut these days. And let's see what I think he's a French international. Let's see what the young Frenchman has. Loic Badi, if you guys have got the skinny on him, feel free to share. David Hay just coming on for Sevilla. Olympic manager. Trovato, what's that? TNFA, sorry, you've lost me. Prova. Ugalo. Oh, sorry, you guys are chatting Italian. That's what's going on there. The Sorare scouts and managers from all over the world come to the channel here, and this is where all the good stuff happens, as you guys know. 53 points for JJ, Joan Jordan. 50 points for Denis Suarez, for David Soria. Come on. Getafe have got Sevilla penned in their own half in possession. Alena is crying out for the ball in a tight space at all times. He wants to get on the ball. He wants to affect this result. Let's give him it. Juan Iglesias out on the left-hand side, cutting in on his right foot. Back to the centre-back. He's going to try and get into the left wing spot now. Borja Mayoral is cutting inside. And yeah, the plays went over to the right-hand side. Now Alena picks it up in a tight area, turns and tries to chip. A bit too clever of a ball. Nianzou, probably an interception, scoops it up. Oh, Luis Milla picks the pocket there of Fernando. But was it Fernando? I think it was. But it's too heavy a touch and goes back to the keeper. We're going to see some subs now. I think this is Porto going to come on for Getafe. Porto normally comes in kind of left wing, left mid kind of spot. Maybe Algobia is going to come off for him. I hope it's not going to be Alena. Alena's not been booked, so I would very much hope it's not. Algobia is who I would like to be subbed off for Porto. Not too sure. You might say his name. We're just approaching the 70th minute. My phone's going beeping off by the group chats and stuff, guys, so it just distracted me there for a moment. But yeah, we're at the 70th minute. We are chasing those decisives still. It looks like full time in Napoli, 2-0. Yep. Oh, bit of a ruckus here in midfield. Another foul for Getafe. Lamella's complaining. Luis Milla has been getting a few of them. What a great set of scores from... Wow. Look, even the goalkeeper here, 74 points for Sampdoria. Congratulations to him on his performance. Merit, 70. Mario Rui, 100. Di Lorenzo, 84. Even the centre-back, Kim Min-jae, came off at half-time with 53 points. His replacement, 41. Zielinski and Ndombele broke 30s from the bench. Zambo, 51. Lobotka, 58. Ilmash with a penalty, 67. Politano, Osman, and Cravadonna didn't do very much, actually. Decent game for Napoli. I don't think a lot of these guys, maybe Di Lorenzo, we'll see some Di Lorenzos on the leaderboard and some Mario Ruiz. Could be in amongst it as well. Oh, wow. Just got a pure dry throat there, guys. Sorry. This game is starting to heat up and stuff. I think we've caught this game at a good point now if you're just catching us. Don't forget to like the stream if you're just here. Stefan, my man. Fist bump, good to see you. Boz Doggin, he's cheap, young, looking good. I don't know who that is. John loves his Rui. Yeah. Mario Rui on 100. If John hasn't played him, I feel bad for him. I know there's some, John's definitely one of them, isn't he? John loves a bit of Napoli in defence, doesn't he? I'll win a Di Lorenzo. I kind of wish times like right now that did keep him a bit longer because they've done really well ever since I sold him. But yeah, Rui, 100. Definitely could see him on some big teams for some big accounts. And yeah, otherwise, like maybe Ilmash is quite well used, isn't he? A lot of people like Ilmash, Osman, even his 66. There's Vialli, by the way. That pure broke my heart hearing that the other day. I really loved Vialli. I thought he was quality. Great player. I really loved listening to him talk as well. And yeah. May rest in peace. GBNF. Gianluca Vialli. Yeah. 73 minutes. Getafe looking the better team this second half, definitely. Iglesias on the throw in here. Long throw from Iglesias. Doesn't beat the first man, but Nianzou with the clearance. Iglesias brings it back into play, and Alena, no, it's Milla. Oh, Iglesias for Unal, edge of the box. Crap penalty shout on Nianzou. He's just trying to buy a foul there. Oliver Torres, by the way, great play there. Oliver Torres in the right back area, takes the ball, runs infield, but towards the halfway line at an angle, runs past 4 Getafe players and gets Borja Mayoral to foul him. He goes down, the first sign of contact, gets Sevilla a free kick in their own half. They can make 2 substitutions now and move the game back into Getafe's half from a dead ball situation. Fantastic play from the little midfielder. SO5-wise, it's not going to do anything for them other than he's won a foul. But I really like to see that there. Very smart play. Good game management. And he's not a young player, Oliver Torres. He is like 26 or something, 25. So it's one of those ones that it's not like a wee wonder kid guy that I've just spotted or something. It's just I've seen him play for Sevilla a few times. And he is just always like, yeah, he's a good player. I'd play him. Lamela has come off with Rakitic. On comes, what's that guy's name again? Susso's came on. Who's the other guy? I've recognised him, but the big striker. Oh, we can check on this, can't we? Who did Porto come on for then? Porto come on for Damian Suarez. He's going into the right back spot. Rafa Mir, that's who's came on for Lamela. Well, I've now got American football on BT Sport. I can turn that off, I think. Sound. So we're just here with Getafe Celta Vigo. Getafe Sevilla. Oh, Iglesias, by the way, big ball over the top for Unal to chase down, but I think that's Fernando there with a big hoof of a clearance. Sevilla attacking down the right-hand side here with number 12. Number 16 in support here. Hard to tell who's who because I don't know Sevilla that well. Oliver Torres now on the ball from the right midfield position. High swinging ball into the back post. Porto, the right back, clears it to Acuna, who's basically there waiting for the ball. He crosses it. Number 15 for Getafe is able to clear it. And Sevilla now have Getafe banked into their box, as it were. And you can probably imagine the style of play that's going on now. Guys, feel free to hit me up with any questions or any chat while we run out the last 15, 20 minutes of this game. Napoli always start fast and after die at the end. Yeah, that's normally what happens, but the problem is the end, of course. Tonight, AC have a super important game. I think if I much win, Scudetto was 100% back on. Carles Alena has been subbed off in the 76th minute. Alena. But it's all on Unal. If we're going to do anything special, guys, it's always going to come to this. Kind of the last game of my game week. It's not really my last game. I've got maybe somebody else to play tomorrow, but I think the teams and the results are all inconsequential at this point. Let's see. Yeah, I've got Illich tomorrow. It doesn't mean anything. And I've got some Atletico Madrid kind of half bits and pieces that might run. Like the Oblak and the Lorente and Underdog Super Rare. That could do something. Oblak and All-Star Rare. That could do something. But yeah, it's all down. Obviously, we've got Soria here trying to hang us in for a tier 3, an all-star, which is nice. But this is the big one. This is the last big chance at a good result we've got as a specialist team. Alena's now been subbed off on a 36-pointer. That'll be good for his L15. Maybe get him down under the, the L40 1 week before that matters. But we need Unal to rock out. We need another like 50-odd points from him. I've just got it on my phone, so I don't need to change screen. I need another 6 points to get into the prizes, which he's on 35 points. So shouldn't be too much to ask for in the last 15 minutes. He gets a couple of shots away. But I need 60 points now. So I would need 95. I need 95 points. He's not going to get up to 95 without multipliers, remember, because it's a specialist competition. Don't see him getting up to there in the dying moments of this match. But stranger things have happened, I suppose. So anyway, we need 6 points to get something. We need to see some Unal action. A goal definitely gets us in the fun stuff. There's no two ways about it at this point of the game week. 88% completed, in my opinion. But Alena from Munir, former Barca kid. Don't know if he's out there on loan or they signed him, but Munir El Haddadi, I'm pretty sure his name is. Might have also formerly have been of Sevilla, if memory serves me right. But yeah, guys, all fun and games. But a great game week back. Feels like the first real European game week back, and that's why I wanted to do a watch-along stream for it at some point, because it's like, we're back. Football's back on. Yeah, we've got teams. Everything's going. Everything's cool. In terms of, we're getting in amongst the cards and stuff, We're not quite getting into the big cards, fortunately, with Alena coming off. But we need Unal to do something. Unal does something, we get into something fun. Unal's the main man in attack. Oh, yes, Borja Mayoral, interception. Let's go and get a wee counter-attack here. They're in the Sevilla half. Luis Milla plays it inside for the guy that came on for Alena, probably, who's rubbish. But yeah, Luis Milla. No, come on, man. Why did you take Alena off? That's this Munir guy. What number is he? 17? Yeah. Let's see Munir do the Alena job. Big cross from the right back, by the way. Borja Mayoral with a header. Iglesias chests it down, volley. Oh! Iglesias chested down volley, unlucky. What a save from Bono. It's going to be a Getafe corner, and that is good news for Enes Unal, as we all know. But wow, big cross from the right-hand side there. Borja Mayoral goes up in Nianzou. Nianzou flicks it by. Left back, come left winger, chest. And then on his right foot, man. That's the thing about this guy, is he hits with both feet. 24, so he's not got a U23 premium. He's not mega exciting, you know, but I like a player. Oh, it's bouncing about. Oh, I kind of missed all that bit. Nothing happened anyway. I don't even know if I got a shot or anything off that Unal there. 70 points for Jenny, 50 points for Sorare, and still holding. Good big ball in. Back post, Alderti. It's going to come to Unal for a nod in, but Bono just takes it away from him. And Sevilla on the break here, by the way. Sevilla, oh, big cross in. Yes, a good catch from Sorare. Not offsides or anything, is it? 47? Why is Sorare on a 47? Oh, it's 2-0. No way, it's 2-0. Oh, for the love of Jimmy, man. Come on, Jetta. Sorare date's ahead of the game for me. Hopefully it gets varred off. Oliver Torres, big cross, chesting down from Rafa Mir, but number 6 for Getafe nips off his boot. The ball's bouncing around. Rafa Mir gets involved in a big header. Fernando brings the ball back to Oliver Torres, around 30 yards outside the goal. Plays it to the right back, number 16. That is Navas, isn't it? Yeah, Navas plays Oliver Torres on the overlap, into the box, back post header. Rafa Mir, very good play from Sevilla. Sorry, I did, he's coming from the front post to the back, and it's one of those ones where he's running and diving, and then the ball goes back the way he just came from. Absolutely kills the keeper with the header. Good finish from Rafa Mir. And sorry, hard time, big man. 47 points is still decent for conceding 2. We just can't concede the thirds. That'll definitely kill us. That's a bummer, man. Good take from Rafa Mir. It's been much better than Enes Unal. Enes Unal's been absent in this at all, but Rafa Mir, you see him on the pitch, he's a different presence altogether. Very easily found there. Oliver Torres, great ball. I've been chatting this guy up, man, for the last couple of months. Oliver Torres, I really like him. He's got a decisive today, and he's on a 76-pointer. So I don't know if any of you have picked one up and threw him an underdog or anything like that. Highly doubt it, but what a play he could have been. Jesus Navas as well on a 61. JJ 56. JJ's 56 looks really impressive until it goes 2-0, doesn't it? And then you're like, oh, I've got Joanne Jordan on 56. So that's what I mean. Like, the guys like that is like, they are good, but they're, good to a point. He needs something to really pop. He's not like Gudelci on a 66, for example, without a decisive. That's not JJ. Joanne Jordan. A wee 27-year-old guy called Alvarez has just came on, and he looks like a baby. What's his name? He's not on yet, is he? Alvarez. Carlos Alvarez. Let's check this guy out. He looks super young. And I think it sounds like a name. Oliver Torres comes off for him. Round of applause. Great performance for him. By the way, consummate pro. Yeah, 19. I think I meant to know this guy's name. Don't think he's got scores because that's probably his debut or something. But we'll get to see a wee bit of him. Carlos Alvarez. I don't know if I've just got Alvarez syndrome because of Spider-Man, but great score there from Oliver Torres. Come on, Unal. Bag as a goal, son. So unlucky with that offside, man. And then he did have that. He's had a few chances today. But both of them have had the chances to do me the result. It's just Iglesias, by the way, on the ball again. 2 men around him, left foot, right foot. You really don't know what he's going to do. And see, for an attacking fullback, it's really impressive. I want to go and look at him. I do really want him. I need a challenge. I need a champion super rare defender from Getafe, Girona, Sociedad. I'd even take Villarreal once the Suarez move goes through. But I need somebody that pairs with somebody that I've got already. And, Alena and Unal, especially since Underdog and Specialist is going to be going away, and it really doesn't matter what club that they're at. I like this Iglesias guy enough, and I know today he's been crap on 19 points, but the rest of them have been crap. So if they're going to do crap, they do crap together, whatever. You're not expecting to play a striker like Unal, get him on 35 points and get him amongst the cards. So it has kind of all happened together. And obviously, sorry, I bloody love the guy. He's a mainstay of a goalkeeper at my club. So yeah, Borja Mayoral on 27. Yeah, nothing else. Alderti here. He's on a terribly red score. Has he got an error or something? No, he's just been terrible. He's got a bookings on 12 points. Porto as well has looked kind of okay. Enes Unal has been subbed off. Enes Unal is off, guys. We are gutted. We are dead and buried now in the game week, I think. Enes Unal is left. Let's see. Are we hanging on for anything? We've got All Black and Llorente to go, right? Also not expecting anything major from All Black, but as long as he doesn't concede free, I'd love him to get decisive or something. Jesus Navas, by the way, and Iglesias have been running up and down that line all day. Navas has just done him in the 83rd minute on the counter-attack, and Iglesias has just caught up with him and just pushed him over because, you know, it's Navas and he's got delivery. You don't let him get a chance to deliver in that situation. Yeah, we're hanging on. Thanks to Soria in 34th place. It's not looking good, guys, man. I'm pretty bummed out, actually. So we're set for a lot of cards. All Black might get us into something, maybe. But it's not going to be anything great. Soria might hold us into something. But it's 91%. It's touch and go. We're only 3 points off the edge. So I'm not holding my breath on that. Dundee United team and Pedrinho, of course, didn't do anything for us. The kickoff team, not quite. Alaba. Error led to goal, nightmare. And then this 9 points off a blooming card. It's like they've just started and not done anything with the pros and cons of this match. And Marshall's 29 points is just a kick in the teeth, man. After Maffeo came off the bench to get his decisive. Rio got robbed a decisive in the match. Borja Mayoral here on the break, 4-on-2. And that Carlos Alvarez, by the way, chopped him down. Referee says he got all the ball. And this wee guy, see if that's a genuine tackle. This wee guy could be something. He's gone and turned the ball. He's got some wee Barnett on him as well, by the way. This wee Alvarez. He's up in the attacking mid spot now. He's probably the only thing worth watching, in my opinion, for the last couple of minutes because he's a new face. And I think that I've got no idea who he is, no fact. But I seen him, something went off, and I thought, oh, that guy. Should I know him? Should I have been watching out for him? And maybe it is. Joan Jordan brings the ball down to Alvarez. Nice play, JJ. Nice play. A couple of touch passes, plays around the corners, and these second string subs for Getafe are not up to the standard of my guys that they've subbed off, you know. So yeah, we're at the final 5. Suso's on the ball. Joan Jordan, Suso, and Navas out here in the right wing, just playing a wee bit of one-touch stuff. They try and buy a foul. They're not going to get it. This ball's still live. Iglesias, by the way, turning and burning and doing everything, trying to get the ball out of there. And he manages to find number 14, who flicks it on for Borja. But Joan Jordan, man, he's just turned it up a notch. Ever since I slanted him 5 minutes ago, I wonder how many points he's on. Is he still only on 57? It must have been, man, he's been getting robbed. I wonder how many interceptions they've clocked him for, because if he's not on like 4 interceptions, you know, it depends sometimes how these things are categorized. Nice save there, I think, from Soria. That's good. Get some points in. So what does he have? No doubles or triples? 1 tackle, 1. No interceptions. That's horseshit, by the way. Jules. That's so weird. Where's he getting all his points from then? Just general passing. 16 points on passing. No goals conceded as well, of course. Oh, was that a goal? Yes, it is. Borja Mayoral. Of course it was. As soon as the subs happened. Borja Mayoral. Oh, big ball from one of the centre-backs out to the right mid. That'll be for Porto. I can't help saying it that way, sorry. Beats a man at left back, crosses it in, and then Mayoral there. Target man header. Nah, it was Porto. Did very well at right back there. But he's a winger type, attacking mid type guy. He does very well in this right wing spot off the bench. And it's a shame Unal was not on the pitch there, because that could have been him. Good goal. 2-1. Clean sheet busted for Nianzou. Sorry, Harry Trades. I think it might have been Duarte with the key pass for that goal. Or maybe Wanmi. Latalius. That might have been him. One of those guys with the key pass for the goal. 87 minutes, and now Getafe are trying to chase down a draw. The subs are looking lively and looking fresh. They heard me slanting them, and they're out to... So let me look at Nianzou then, because there was definitely... I was calling interceptions, and he's getting no tackles, no interceptions. That this game has not been scored correctly. I can tell you that for a fact, man. Like, I called Nianzou and Jordan interceptions and tackles and such, and they were happening, because I'm aware of those guys, because of the chat we've been having, you know, cards at each of his own and such, you know. As soon as Unal leaves the pitch, I know, man, talk about a fucking pain in the arse. I agree with Ugo. So the Italians on the channel are in consensus. It's going to be another Scudetto for AC. Which I love, man. I'm a big AC guy. I've got a nice AC scarf somewhere up here. Yeah. It's a nice Forza Milan one. I could probably, I could probably take it off. I'll do it right before we finish. Okay, I'll show you it. It's a cool one. It's got all those trophies on it and stuff. It looks old. It looks old. But yeah, guys, man, we're busted. Jenny on a 77. Soria on a 46. I really don't get how Nianzou and JJ have got no interceptions in this game, or even tackles one. Between the two of them, I've got one tackle one. There's definitely something been missing from either my interpretation of the word interception, intercepting a pass, Big ball down the channel here. Loic Bade. I thought he was like a forward player. He looks to be some sort of defender. Centre-back type guy. Oh, cool. On to next week for the Getafe boys then, it feels like, Iglesias, I really want to buy this Iglesias guy. He's got 11 points. I'm so glad, by the way. So glad he scored 11 points today. Hopefully this guy that was holding me at ransom for him understands I'm not trying to sign some mad wonder kid or something off him. It's just a wee guy at Getafe. Let me see. It's just a wee guy at Getafe, man. That's all he is. Yeah. I like the new on sale filter. When you go into players, especially in this kind of situation, because that's all you're interested in, is checking out the ones that are for sale. Let's check. There's one super rare up. Is it that guy, Mr. Jippo? It is. He's got him listed at fucking 3.7. He bought him for 80 quid. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? Right, come on, we've got... Oh, here we go. Sevilla going for it. Getafe going for it, by the way. Set piece, 90th minute, 3 minutes added on. It's looking good, guys. Looking good here at the end. Getafe might go and snatch a wee cheeky draw here. Wee cheeky draw to be had. Let's see it. Good ball floated in. Oh, good pace on it, by the way. Number 6 gets a touch and is holding his head in his hands. It must have been deflected off a defender, and Bono runs out to clutch it and smother it. Oh, that comes off Goodelge's shoulder after the guy heads it. It's like, you bugger. So unlucky. Getafe have played well, man. The better team second half, I'd say. The better team second half, I would say, for sure. Yeah, 11 points for Iglesias is good, man. Hopefully I can get this guy for a fair price finally. That would be fun. I think this midweek is actually pretty dead, isn't it? Because it's just the French game week, isn't it? And I've not got a striker, and Palaversa wasn't in the match day squad, so I've only realistically got 3 guys that could feature. Goalkeeper to start, defender probably starts, midfielder maybe starts. Mukele and Solaire being the players in question. So I've not got much on for the midweek. It's back to the weekend for me. And that wee guy's been booked. I was wondering why he's back on camera again there. He's been booked. That wee Alvarez guy. I didn't see what he done. He's a busy wee guy, man. Getafe trying to find that penetrating pass from deep. Sevilla are doing a good job to bat it away, but they try to flick it on. Porto is going to let that run. They'll get the corner from it. Luis Milla is sprinting over to take that as quick as he possibly can. 92nd minute. Sevilla 2, Getafe 1. Getafe with the corner. None of my guys are on the pitch that could score unless Soria goes up for it. Oh, imagine Soria goes up for it. Come on, big man. Where are you? He's not up for it. Oh, Porto at the back post. I think 2 people got in each other's way there for Getafe, and Sevilla are running the ball out and they're attacking. Oh, this wee guy's on the break. Right wing, he's got 2 men fronting him up. He cuts inside on his left. He dances by somebody else. He lays it off. Cool, calm and collected, by the way. Could have flustered his lines. Could have shot it. Could have went for glory. It was nice and calm. He's in the attacking mid position. He's eager to get the ball back now. The Getafe are on their heels. They're waiting for the referee to run the clock out. But this week, guys, are interested in getting the ball off of Navas. Navas cuts it back for Rafa Mir, though. And that's a blocked shot and goes out for a corner. This is in the 93rd minute now. I don't know if the referee will just, let's say it's Sevilla. Here you go. But good block there from Jenny. He's on 69 points now. Let's see what happens. Yeah, come on, sorry. A good high claim. Let's get us some points here right at the final whistle. Oh, no. Final whistle blown. No corner taken. 2-1. Sevilla. That'll be all she wrote, guys. I'll show you the scarf before we go. Fernando Regis, man of the match, by the way. Sweeper in midfield. So this is the... So the scarves are up here. See the Milan one? It's in the middle there. It's got all the trophies on it and such. I've actually got a Sampdoria scarf up. I forgot about that. Got a cool kind of Barca one. Kind of looked at a few of these a few times with these, I'm sure. Oops, I'm knocking guys over behind me, by the way, so there's a wire there. You can hear them all falling. Ajax ones and stuff. I don't know if he's asked, but he's asked for it, so there you go. He didn't even ask for it, I offered it, and there you go. I've knocked a bunch of them over, and actually seen I've knocked some of them over before. Those little footballers that stand up on the shelf, they break, and I hate that, so I better check on them. I better watch I don't do that again. I've had great fun today, guys. It's been unfortunate that, I'm much more zoomed in now. It's been unfortunate that we didn't actually get any decisives or such today. We've actually finished in a much worse position than we started the stream. I don't think I've had many big watch-alongs like this where that's happened, so yeah, we bit gutted, I guess. And we roll on to next weekend, guys. There'll be plenty of content out on the channel over the coming week. Across Sorare, probably get some NBA stuff out if time allows as well. Beginner stuff, Road to Glory on Wednesday, of course. Live stream with Harry on Thursday, end product to the back end of the week as well. Make sure to check out all that stuff if you're still here. I love you. You're an absolute hero. Thanks for all your support of the channel. Have a great day, and I hope you did great. I hope you did better than I did this game week.